M&F food menu fit for the greatest fans. Sliders, loaded tater tots, pulled pork pizza, and a lot more. Plus, you'll find beers on tap and incredible craft cocktails at Kelsey's. Visit Pachanga.com and follow at Pachanga Casino on Instagram for info about special and exclusive NFL team appearances. We'll see you at Kelsey's at Pachanga.
At the Home Depot, we know Saturdays are for college football. That's why we have everything you need to never miss a play. Like Bear Dynasty interior paint, their most durable one-coat hide paint ever. From a team color statement wall to a fan cave, complete with a mural honoring Nick Saban's 17-year dynasty.
Hey, I like that idea.
Nothing beats Bear Dynasty interior paint. It's everything you need all in one can.
Defend your game time with Bear and the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Valid only when tinted to colors from the Bear Dynasty and Marquee Interior one-coat hide color collection.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check the kickoff time first before showing up at the stadium.
What? The slot's full already? You said kickoff was at 3. It was last week.
That's not how it works, Bob. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
And the Dodgers pull it out. Dodgers win in San Diego. They force Game 5. A little celebration, a little reaction. Dave Roberts, nice guy Dave, survives another day. It is time to react on a Michelob Ultra Reaction Thursday. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Now let's do it, a Thursday special edition of the Travis and DeMarco Show right now.
Yeah!
Yes, sir!
There we go.
I love
There
Dave
we
Roberts. Dave Roberts is the best manager ever. He's a legend.
All right, settle down.
He won the game.
Take it easy.
Just saying.
Take it.
Buenos dias.
You beat him up for a loss.
I'm
giving him his props for a win.
If you want to give the props, give props to the 8 pitchers that they trotted out there yesterday who were terrific.
Them too.
Give props to Mookie, to Shohei, to Will Smith, to Max Muncy, to Tommy Edman. Take your pick. Dodgers played a great game.
No doubt.
There was a bunt.
There was a bunt. I told you there was a bunt in there.
It was a bad bunt, though.
Okay,
Come on.
but it was a bunt.
He almost hit it with his face.
Bunt.
The Edmund bunt wasn't a bad bunt.
That was a good one.
The Edmund bunt was a great bunt.
Yes.
You know what happened?
What?
There was an error, a hit, and a bunt, and they scored a run. Baseball happened.
Shock.
Right there in
Small
front of the
ball.
world. Baseball happened.
Yes.
It's baseball.
The nerds everywhere were recoiling in horror that their stupid little math equations didn't reward them with what they want. Never bunt. Yeah, but how about if I score a run with a bunt? How about that?
They don't know what to say to that. Yeah, they don't know what to say. It does
Get
not
out.
do.
Defense.
C3PO just shut himself off.
Defense doesn't matter. That guy that he just didn't throw out on an easy play just scored. What about that?
That they have nothing.
Well, over the course of a long season, enough times you'll get enough hits that.
How about
That's pretty good.
tonight?
Yes.
How about tonight?
Yes.
And that's what we're going to get
How do
tomorrow
you
night.
feel right now? How's your pucker?
Can I?
Oh, goodness.
I'm just saying.
Starting here.
Because I know you were tight the whole game, even though you were killing him.
I'm fully relaxed. I am
nice.
I am fully
Good
now,
for you.
By the time we're done with this show, we're going to be.
You'll be back to tight again.
Something less than
You'll be
fully
back to
relaxed.
tight
But
again.
by the way, I just got to tell you, I am deeply screwed up right now.
Why?
I keep thinking today's Friday.
Really?
Yeah, I can't.
No,
I cannot,
Thursday.
I keep thinking
It's
that
my Friday. I'm
I
not
know
being
it's
here
your
tomorrow.
Friday, and we'll talk about that in just one
Yes.
second. I keep thinking that this is that the Dodgers are playing on Saturday because today is Friday. Today is Thursday. I got another day of work. I think it's
You're good.
There's a bye week. There's
It's
a
bright in
lot
here.
going on.
It's bright in here.
It's like the surface of the
What
sun
happened?
in here.
What happened? Why is it so bright in
It's
here?
these two.
But why are they on?
Did they get replaced?
Because of Greg and AK?
Well, you want to make sure that you get a full glimpse of
Should
both.
be
AK
darker
and
when you're in
Greg.
here.
So just start unplugging things when those guys
We
come
get
in
in.
here.
We gotta wake up somehow.
Thank you.
We get here at
Okay.
5.
I was going to say,
so
AK
we gotta
needs to
wake
put
up.
the powder on his head.
Wow. AK catching a stray. You know he's still in the building.
Yep. Shout out AK.
Let's give a warm welcome to Emily's mother.
Hello,
who is
Emily's
joining
mom.
us
Where
here.
is she? I can't see her.
Carrie
Carrie.
Hebel is here as
Slide
well.
over.
Welcome,
There you are.
Em's mom. Carrie, do we call you Carrie? Is that what we're supposed to call you today? Dr. Hebel? Em's
Dr.
mom?
Johnston is actually
Dr.
her
Johnson,
real name.
excuse
Yeah,
us.
Dr.
Okay.
Johnston.
I showed her my football card. She was like, I love football. I grew up in Pittsburgh in the 70s.
Oh.
Dude, that's a declaration.
I watched, this
Yeah,
is a
that's
random
real.
thing.
Yeah.
The algorithm is terrifying. I I'm turning into the person that I don't want to be. When I sit on my phone, I just flip through reels, just hundreds a day. It's a giant waste
Gen
of time.
Z.
You're killing
I
your
sent me
brain.
the food
It
ones
is
yesterday.
but I did run into a reel yesterday where Jack Lambert was teaching like 12-year-olds how to play football. Let's just say I wouldn't want Jack Lambert near my 12-year-old.
Dracula? Dude, that was one of my favorite players.
Good football
I
player.
still have that SI with him on the cover.
With the teeth?
Yeah, oh my
Yeah,
God, bro.
yeah, yeah.
I wanted to be that. Mom, can I take my teeth out? That looks really tough. That looks really
You
tough.
asked your mother to take your teeth out?
Dude, that was the shot. Come on. Lambert was the guy.
It was a cool picture, but
Yeah.
you know what's a better picture?
What's that?
Guys with teeth.
That's what she said. But I wanted to be that guy. It's Lambert. Come on. I want to be a
Yeah,
legend.
she arrived yesterday after, the people next to her were elbowing her in the side the entire flight. She was next to two bigger guys that I'm assuming are coming here for a boxing match.
Yeah, all
so-
the Kazakhs and the Eastern Bloc guys are coming here for a big light heavyweight fight. Bivol and Beterbiev?
Sure.
Yeah. No, seriously. If you're into boxing, this is huge. Like, there's been 3 big light heavyweight fights, like, ever. Like, super fights. And this is the 4th. So it's history. So
you follow boxing to that depth. Like
Yeah,
you
love
can
it.
tell me the light heavyweight biggest fights.
yeah. Do you know how much light heavyweights weigh?
I can take a guess.
Take a guess.
The range you're talking about?
Yes.
I would say that
The weight limit.
the weight limit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess is 195 pounds.
175. You're close.
175.
Light heavyweight is 175. Cruiser is 190.
Oh, okay.
So the 175ers, there's been 3 big super fights. This is the 4th. The problem is
175.
not one of these
Pretty
guys is from
lean.
America.
That's like me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get down to light heavyweight. That's
No
my
doubt.
goal.
One of the guys that's fighting beat Canelo. Bivol.
Oh, that's right.
That
yeah,
guy.
Yeah, yeah.
He's fighting a big super fight at his own weight. So
They're fighting here.
they're fighting in Vegas.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's
fighting my mom for an arm wrest.
yes.
Well,
Yes.
Is there anything worse than flying?
Yeah, a lot of things.
Like what?
Yeah, I don't mind flying. You don't like flying?
No.
You hate flying?
It's not that.
Are you
yeah,
John Madden?
It's no. I'm not. It's not a fear of flight.
Oh, you
It's
mean being on the plane.
It's the inconvenience of airports and other human beings.
Oh,
that I dislike.
you're right. It sucks.
Yeah,
I hate it.
That's the part I
hate
dislike.
it. That's Jorge. You can sleep on a plane, right? You're
Oh,
not-
absolutely.
See, I can't.
Yeah.
You
No.
can't. Your
Nope.
knees, everything hurts.
If you let me lay down in the aisle, I'd fall asleep in 10 seconds. But if I'm sitting in a chair, no chance.
okay,
Put that
Russell
little
Wilson.
tray
no
down.
chance.
You're gonna do. You're doing high knees in the aisle.
I played baseball one summer in the Jayhawk League, which is a collegiate summer baseball league, and it was all through Iowa, Nebraska, the Panhandle of Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, like that. That's where we play. Hot as you know what in the middle of the
Yeah.
summer, right? And all of my teammates, they could all knock out on the bus. I cannot sleep if I'm sitting up.
No.
I have to be lying down.
I'm with you.
I would lie down on the middle aisle of our bus. It was about 200 degrees on that because that's where all the
Yeah.
stuff is.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Slept like a baby.
But see, as long as you're I'm with you. I hate flying for that reason. I don't mind being in the air, but I just hate the seats.
No, I know.
Yeah.
The act of flying is fine. It's just airports and people and
Yes.
$12 Jack and Cokes.
And
at
I
the
would have
bar.
given Mom the armrest. I would have.
Oh, you
I'm polite.
You're a
Yeah,
gentleman.
I would have leaned the other way.
You're a gentleman.
Yes.
So they win last night, and they won. You know what it was, and to bring it back to pucker factor.
Yeah.
It was the first time in I don't remember how long where it was they're going to win this game.
You felt confident. When did you?
No, not at the start, but they jumped
Yeah.
ahead, and they stacked it, and they stacked it.
When did
again.
you start feeling
5-0.
good? 5-0.
5-0.
You're
because
Machado Tatis free.
that you're a disaster. You're disaster safe, or at
Yeah.
least one disaster safe. A grand slam, you can't catch me.
Right.
But now at that point it comes up. But I only get that really severe pucker thing when, hey, one little mistake and all of a sudden you jump ahead of me or you're tied with me. That as long as there's a little bit of a cushion, and the Dodgers had enough of a cushion all night long. Once you got into that later innings, once Lux had hit his home run, that's hard to say. That was just throw fastballs over the middle of the plate. You could have brought Dino Ebel in
Right.
the pitch at that point, and
Yeah.
just the only thing that could have gone wrong is walking guys. That's why when Knack came in, it's like, well, no, we're fine. He's a major league pitcher. He's not going to give up 8 runs in an inning. Just let him go. So that was the point where I felt comfortable. What about you?
I until the game was over. I'm not
Really?
I was the same way.
Yeah, not until it was over because I don't see it the way you see it. I see football differently.
Yeah.
Until it's over, that's when I start feeling good. But I'm asking you. I'm like, I bet Travis is still stressed out.
No,
here.
I was. So
Yeah.
what this was, a 5-0 lead in the 5th inning is like being up 35-3 in the 3rd quarter.
Okay.
It's something.
I've seen leads evaporate, though.
I know they have, but it's super unusual.
Okay, especially in baseball, one swing and it's 5-0. Now it's 5-3, 5-4.
No, then at 5-3 you get nervous again. But until it's 5-3, I'm pretty chill.
Okay, right.
So until the disaster happens, it's all good. And I really am. I swear I'm not doing a deal. In fact, I will not do my deal coming up next because I want to talk about Dave. I want to talk about the decisions that were made last night. And they're great, but I don't think that they were high leverage. I think that they were preordained and they worked and everybody went home happy. And now we get to see it run back again tomorrow night. That's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. DeMarco.
Yes, sir.
Coming in today. Not one, not two, 3 different car accidents I saw on the freeway on the way in. And every time I'm thinking, I hope somebody calls Joe. I hope somebody calls the law offices of Joseph S. Normand because the insurance companies to try to get to those people and going to try to take advantage of them.
The first thing I do, like when I see accidents, I didn't see one on the way in, but I see people on their phones, they're talking, they're doing the insurance thing, and I'm like, I hope you're okay. That's number one. Number two, I hope you call Joseph S. Normand right now. This is an issue. You're going to be looking for a friend. Everybody's going to be out to get you, especially if it's your fault. Call him right now if you need a friend.
213-747-2000. 213-747-2000. Of course, you can go online at the law offices of Joseph S. Normand. If you have a question, get an expert. If the insurance company says, oh, this is what this is worth, don't take their word for it. Find somebody like Joe, that is Joe, that knows how this stuff works.
Yes, and he loves L.A., and I talked him out of being a Niners fan.
Oh, you did?
He's back in the fold.
You brought
now.
him back in.
We
That's
love
great.
Joseph F. Normand again.
213-747-2000. If you're hurt, call Joe. 213-747-2000 and normandlegal.com.
The most followed sports radio station in America.
710 ESPN.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
It's SUV month at Kia of Carson, and you can get sweet deals on the last of the 24 Tellurides and win a sweet night experience for you and 3 guests for just a test drive. Compliments of Kia of Carson and ESPN LA. We have great deals on our hybrids and plug-ins, as well as our all-electric models. So whether you decide to go with the Nero hybrid with an EPA estimated 53 mpg in the city or a rugged Telluride, we have the car and the deal for you all month at Kia of Carson. Visit KiaofCarson.com, or better yet, come test drive a new Kia for a chance to win a sweet experience.
Be sure to listen to Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr every Monday in the 9 a.m. hour on his new show, The Travis and DeMarco Show. He's going to give you his best of from the whole football weekend. And you know, when DeMarco serves up a best of, you know it means something. Don't miss it. They've got their best of the weekend, plus your chance to win a Fantasy Springs weekend getaway prize pack with your best of. That's Mondays in the 9 a.m. hour on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. Made possible by Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Escape the everyday at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino, just minutes from Palm Springs.
The Black Crowes Happiness Bastards Tour rolls on. Celebrating their first new music in 15 years. And all the hits. Friday, December 6th at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Tickets on sale now at FantasySpringsResort.com or 1-760-342-5000. Don't miss the Black Crowes Happiness Bastards Tour.
Are you looking to stay up to date on all Lakers news during preseason? Make sure you've signed up for Lakers emails to keep you in the loop. Lakers pregame emails provide the latest game day information and projected starters. With Lakers weekly emails, get electric game highlights and exclusive Lakers promotions straight to your inbox. Sign up now at Lakers.com/emails. That's Lakers.com/emails. Let's go, Lakers!
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football. It's a pepper thing.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. For instance, TCU walked into the locker room at halftime in the 2016 Alamo Bowl, down 31-0. The Horned Frogs stormed into the second half and erased a 31-point deficit to force overtime, and eventually won it in the third overtime, 47-41.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show, now mornings 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
I've watched too many episodes of The Simpsons because this reminds me of an episode of The Simpsons. Obviously, it's from a very famous movie. And
what did The Simpsons do to this song?
They have a guy named Disco Stu.
Yes.
Who was at a garage sale, and he, instead of staying alive, he's singing about Table 5.
Table 5?
And he's, Table 5. Table 5.
Okay,
Andy gets
that
it.
works.
Andy gets
that
it.
works.
Andy could just tell me that I'm not a crazy person for talking about
You know what else Disco Stu did not do, Travis?
What's that?
Advertise.
Didn't advertise. Oh, my God.
Disco Stu doesn't advertise, and he's super Christian.
He's super. Wow. I do like this song, though.
It's a good song. They are alive.
Yes.
Who do you pitch tomorrow?
I'd go with Yamamoto.
Who would too?
I mean, we started that discussion with AK and Bergman, and this is how I look at it. How much is he being paid? How much did you pay to get him?
They spent about $300 million to make him a Dodger.
This is what you're here for.
I agree.
This is why you're here. This is why you're paying that much money. So I need you to pitch. I need you to take the hill when it matters the most. I hope you pitch well, but I could care less if you can't. You're going out there if I'm paying you this much money. And like you said, it's going to be all hands on deck anyway.
That's the thing.
It's not all on you.
And understand this, and baseball fans will understand this, and people that just like to get mad won't, so whatever.
Yeah.
It matters a little bit what it looks like. That if there's a broken bat hit, if there's an error, and a run or two comes in, that doesn't mean that he's having a bad day and you got to go get him. It means you've gotten a little unlucky so far. It has to be, are they barreling him? Now, this is
hitting him hard?
This is where it gets complicated. Like, let's say the top of the first inning, that two guys barrel balls, but they're right at guys.
Yes.
Okay, just running, catching center field, and a line drive that nearly knocks Tommy Edman over.
We got lucky twice.
Get somebody up.
Okay.
They're on him.
Yes.
Get somebody up, and that is hey, we got a 0-inch leash on this guy today. But if he's kind of grooving a little bit and there's a ball that gets hit, it's like, okay, let's see how this plays out. So it's not just this, that, or he's the one guy that I think it does matter the order in which you pitch him.
The order, like where he's start him.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I think he needs to be in that rotation. Because look, the fact of the matter is, like to your point, they're paying him all this money, and it's not to be one of the guys, it's to be the guy.
For this moment.
For this moment.
Yeah.
Think about where the Dodgers started this season. They started this season thinking, we're going to get Walker Buehler back, who will probably be a decent version of Walker Buehler. We're going to have Tony Gonsolin, Dustin May, Emmett Sheehan, all these other guys, but mostly we're going to have Yamamoto and Glasnow at the top of this rotation, and we'll figure it out from there, and these guys are going to be the guys that lead us to where we want to go. Well, it has been the exact opposite of that. It has been everybody but when they pitched okay. They just haven't been there.
Yeah.
This is why you pay that guy. This is why we've seen him. Like, we saw him, and I like Bergman's point about the Padres, that the Padres seem to have his number. Because we saw him walk into an environment against Yankee Stadium in the middle of the season, which was a big deal. Dodgers, Yankees, Yankee Stadium. I get it's regular season, but for him, that's a big deal. For anybody, that's a big deal. He was incredible. So I don't think the moment's too big for him, but I'd like him to prove it to me and become one of those guys that, all right, Shohei showed up basically from the first spring training game and just knocked down walls.
Yeah.
And really never had any meaningful dip in his performance other than a game or maybe a week here or there. But he very quickly embedded himself in the culture of the Dodgers and just like, oh, he's one of our guys. Game 1, 3-run home run, throws the bat, et cetera, right? Now's your turn. Now's your turn to do
Isn't this where he was supposed to be anyway?
Yeah.
This is where you would pitch him anyway.
Yeah.
So, it's his time to show and improve. But like you said, no matter what, and I think I would have a short leash. No matter what would happen. If you give up a few hits, I think I might be a little gun-shy and worried about that because I don't want to give them life. Because I think they thrive off that. If they start getting momentum, you're never going to stop them.
They kind of rolled a little bit yesterday.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If they start to get momentum, they'll start to believe, and next thing you know, it's a dogfight. And that's the last thing I want with them.
Like, the scariest thing last night was when, I believe it was Tatis hit that ground rule double, like it bounced and then went into the stands.
After Kopech threw one up and in.
Right, exactly. And so I was like, if this goes poorly again, when Kopech was in the third inning, then this is how the Padres catch fire, but the baseball gods were in their favor. It was only a double, not a home run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, blank, here it comes.
It was so. This brings me to the Dave thing, and this is not a dump on Dave. No, I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not going to give him. I'm not going to give him props. Nor am I going to dump on him.
Okay,
I'm not saying that what happened yesterday was an easy plan to put together because to get 8 pitchers through 9 innings,
he had them ready. Give him that. Yeah,
they were ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Where the manager becomes an integral part of what it is that's happening is when the plan's not working. Now what? But you said it.
Oh,
if I draw,
that's the Jared Goff theory.
If I draw up my first 20 plays,
and it works,
and they all go for a first down or a touchdown, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do anything other than move to the next play on my sheet.
Yes.
Just move down
You've
the
heard
list.
my Jared Goff theory, right? When it's all going well, he's going to be perfect. When it breaks down is where you see his deficiencies.
Nothing really broke down for the Dodgers.
Not
yesterday.
at all. It all went well.
Brazier
Everything
shows up, pitches. Kopech, to M's point, gives up that double. And by the way, I'm not a Tatis guy, but I want to give him a little bit of respect.
Come on.
I'm not hating on the guy.
Yeah.
Michael Kopech comes up and in at 100. The next pitch he puts off the wall. That's pretty badass.
Be careful. Don't make him mad.
That's pretty tough.
You wish you had him. Come on. You would love him if he was the Dodger.
100%.
Yeah, everybody
100%.
would.
Also, I was listening. I was listening to radio broadcasts about that, and they were talking about the same thing that you talk about, where Tatis got nearly hit on that, and then the next one, Ohtani should have in the old days. Ohtani should have gotten hit the next time he comes up, and it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Yeah.
Again, it's the playoffs. You're not headhunting in the playoffs. Now there are a couple of moments where you can 5-0 early in the game is one of those. I'm going to make you feel a little uncomfortable, but you can't get the playoffs. You guys get suspended, miss games, get hurt. It's a bad deal for everybody, so they're not going to do it. The point.
Aren't you taking notes though for next year?
Sure.
Okay. Just making sure
that's different.
You're not going to let it go.
No.
Okay. I'm just
write
making
it down. Make sure we address this later on.
Yeah, later. Okay.
But after the double, Kopech got out of the inning.
Yeah.
There was never a moment where it's, hey, does he need to go get this guy? Never once the whole game. It was just, keep it rolling, because they had a lead, because the guys pitched well. So I'm not saying that the plan wasn't a good plan. It was. It worked. Great. You get game 5. That was the only thing that really mattered. But it wasn't hey, there's runners at second and third and only one out. Do I leave him in? Do I take him out? There was never one of those decisions. It was always, no, we have a comfortable lead that even if this next guy pops one, we're okay, and then I have a decision to make. They never got in trouble. Those are the best decisions a manager will ever have to make, because it really isn't. Yeah, let him roll. He's cruising. Everybody cruised yesterday.
So it's all hands on deck. We know this.
Yeah.
So if you don't start Yamamoto, who do you start?
Flaherty. One of those
in your
two
bullpen,
guys.
One of those guys is going to start the game.
I think they have to. Those are the guys that are the most routine centric, for lack of a better word. Those are the guys that I think need to be told a little bit more in advance than the rest. Those other guys are relief pitchers. They show up to the ballpark every day not knowing if they're going to pitch or not.
That's weird.
It's just the role.
That's just the way it is.
That's just the job.
Yeah.
So those other guys you can kind of mix and match as needed. That's why Michael Kopech can come and pitch in the third inning, or you can save him to the ninth inning, and he's going to give you relatively the same performance.
Would you go Bonda, Kopech the same way you did?
Depends.
Or just depends
on where the order is. It depends on what the score is. It depends on who's coming to bat.
I mean, I'm not trying to say like Dave's not getting the props, but give Dave some credit. You got to have some sort of plan, even when it's going well. Who's going next? But I guess it's a no-brainer.
I give the players the credit. Those guys pitched great.
They did. They're fantastic.
Mookie hit. Shohei hit.
Yes.
Teo hit. Will Smith had a huge hit. Gavin Lux had a huge hit.
Did Greg try to tell me that Mookie didn't show up or did show up? Or it wasn't as bad in the postseason?
His argument was it wasn't as bad as it looked.
How, really?
Yeah.
Did I miss something?
No, you didn't.
He just loves Mookie.
I love
He's a
Mookie.
Mookie. We all love Mookie.
But when he goes 0 for 22, that's bad.
I'm like, I remember this 0 for 20.
There is no context to where that 0 and 22, not as bad as it looked. You jumped offside 4 times in a row.
That's bad.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Okay, thank you. That's what I'm saying.
He's
That's
got
an
a
F.
really good
interceptions.
That's
an
an
F.
F.
Really good hard count.
Yes, it's an F. That's an F paper.
I took a math test of 10 questions. I got 9 of them wrong. It's not as bad as it looks.
But you got 1.
The work was there.
I was half right on 3 of the ones I got wrong.
Wow. Okay. See, good to see Mookie though. I love it. I love it. And look, I can't prove it, but I know players and I know people. For the life of me, I bet this whole show thing has affected Mookie. Shohei.
Okay.
This whole Shohei, the whole show, and he's the guy and everything. Remember that? Did I send you that video when he was being out on the talk show?
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel?
Where they asked him about show before they asked him a question about him?
Yeah.
I know he answered it well. He's a great guy, but that gets in your kitchen a little bit.
It does.
Of course it does.
It's one of those things. I understand why it would bother the athlete.
Yes.
And I also understand that that's the only question anybody wants to hear.
Right. So why don't you have Show here, not me?
Because Show said no and you said yes.
Right. That's got to filter down, right?
Yeah,
yes.
That's one of those. We didn't get the guy that we wanted, but we got the second guy that we wanted.
We can give you Mookie.
Can you tell me about the first guy that we wanted? That's how that goes.
Yes.
That's
way to get over at Mookie. Way to swing the bat, man.
You got a far side for us?
Of course I got a far side.
That's coming
My
up
whole
next.
life's a far side.
You got a good one then. I'm very excited to hear. That's coming up. It's Trav. It's DeMarco, 710 ESPN. DeMarco, check this out. I got a chance to go meet the guys over at Mike Thompson RV. I went to the one in Santa Fe Springs. This is the great part about Mike Thompson RV. Kind of all over Southern California. There's L.A., Santa Fe Springs, Orange County down by me in Fountain Valley. There's San Bernardino. There's Riverside. So they got you covered just about anywhere you want to go. And the part about Mike Thompson RV that's so good is they want to create moments. They want to create moments for you and your family. And we were talking about how cool it is to get a chance to get everybody together. And a great way to do this is with a trip, is with an RV trip. And Mike Thompson's RV is the place in SoCal that's going to take unbelievable care of you and get you in the right RV. Not just an RV, but the right RV. Family owned and operated since 1972, which means they know what they do and they're taking care of their customers for sure. And right now, Toy Hauler RV season is officially open, so you can take your toys for way less right now through the October 20th date at the Toy Hauler headquarters. That's Mike Thompson's RV. Huge inventory, top-selling brands, and they're going to hook you up. Make it super easy to go full throttle in-store and online at MikeThompson.com, Mike Thompson RV.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Come out for a day of golf and fun and help support.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
Has won numerous awards for his performance on the field. But off the field, he's a great humanitarian, a true friend and partner of mine, and a real bulldog when it comes to business.
Baseball taught me to work hard and respect people. Rotolo Chevrolet does both, and that's why I joined the team.
Rotolo Chevrolet has been Dealer of the Year for 12 straight years. Like Oral, we know something about winning.
I believe they call that a dynasty.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Hey kids, Uncle Artie here from Pernia Law, here to tell you about his newer sponsorship deal with Matt Barnes, who has deep LA roots, former Bruin and pro basketball player for both LA teams.
If you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law. And there's never any upfront fees. They collect when you collect. And for the record, their win-loss record puts them in the top of the standings. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
Hey, LA, let's talk trash. Food waste, that is. Tossing your food scraps in the regular trash sends them to landfills where they release harmful gases like methane. Fight global warming by simply sorting your food scraps and placing them in your green bin. It's quick, it's easy, it helps protect our planet. Ready to do your part? Visit cleanla.com or call 888-CLEAN-LA for more tips. This message funded by Cal Recycle.
Hey, it's Mace. NBA basketball is 12 days away, and the best place to watch all the action is Cosm. It's revolutionary technology bringing the sports experience to life. Visit Cosm.com. Enjoy NBA action in shared reality all season long.
Over 20 years ago, the first batch of Tito's handmade vodka was distilled in the heart of Austin, Texas. Since then, its roots have stayed put, and its vodka continues to be made on the same land where Tito built his dream. A distillery called Mockingbird that houses a simple vodka with a spirit the size of Texas and as good as the day it was born. Learn more about the Tito's story at Tito'sVodka.com. That's Tito'sVodka.com. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Coverage of the 2024 MLB playoffs on ESPN LA is driven by your SoCal Hyundai dealers. With next-level tech and safety features, Hyundai cars and SUVs give you the confidence to boldly journey wherever life takes you. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or see your Hyundai dealer today.
At the Home Depot, we know you can't control everything, like when your guests arrive too early for Saturday college football. But you can control your grill. With the Traeger Timberline XL, you can watch the game, not the grill. Monitor your football feast from anywhere using the Traeger app. With the Timberline XL, you can bake, smoke, sear, fry, and saute. That's Desmond Howard level versatility.
Huddle up, the food's done.
Defend your game time with Traeger and the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
This season, get premium tech that inspires joy from Dell Technologies. Bring projects to life with the XPS 16. It delivers supercharged processing for enhanced productivity and freedom to express yourself. Performance-class Dell PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors deliver a dedicated engine to help accelerate AI. Enjoy free shipping, Dell rewards, and expert support. When you get a Dell PC with AI, it gives back. Shop now at Dell.com/deals.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into the land of shadow and substance, of things and ideas you've crossed over into the far side.
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far
Let's
side.
Go.
It is the middle ground between light and shadow.
Do you know what helped?
4 or 5 hour ride.
I jumped in the ocean. It helped.
Between science and superstition.
I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel fast. I want to feel naked out there.
And it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of knowledge. The far side.
I did 4 miles this morning.
That's pretty good.
In 47
Walk
minutes.
That's weak.
What's wrong with me?
Just kidding.
You know, you're all right.
And I didn't run. This thing has got to be broken. This cannot be right. 4 miles in 47 minutes and I didn't run?
That's booking.
That's moving.
Yeah, that's fast.
moving. There's this dude. I don't even know who he is. He walks with a pit bull. He's real big. Has the headlights. So sometimes our headlights.
Are you like a lamp, like a miner?
Kind of. Yes. Have you seen like My Bloody Valentine? That guy.
No.
It's a miner. He wears one of those. So we
Okay.
kind of clash every now and then. But
You sure it's just not an old school doctor with one of those reflective things?
Don't worry, my dad has one too. My mom just informed me.
A headlight?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. So, but we don't talk.
Okay.
He's got the pit. I give him plenty of room, but he's starting to run now. So,
Okay.
Yeah, he's starting to move a little bit. He must be 310 pounds.
Oh, he's a big guy.
Big dude.
Okay.
Big sloppy dude.
He's running with the dog?
He's starting
Okay.
to pick up the pace and jog more.
Good for him.
Well, he's just like you guys. Walk talk.
Yeah, so I give him, I said, man, you're looking good. And he goes, thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Never said it before until
Okay.
this morning. Like, again, like you never know who you're inspiring.
Add him to the text. Add him to the
You
text.
never know who you're inspiring. It's so awesome. See, this is why I get up. I get up and do it because
You were
of you
fast
guys.
this morning.
Moving.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of the Dodgers, or maybe I couldn't wait to get in here and say Dave Roberts is awesome.
You just wanted to
I just wanted
stand
to.
for Dave
Of
Roberts.
course I did, yes.
Yeah.
Get him off you, Dave. But here's the thing. I broke a rule, and I told you part of the story pre-show. I can't tell the whole story. But I'll just say this. This is the far side. This is like a rule. So know this. If you have friends, we all do, and we know they're on, how do I say this? They're on kind of the wild side. And they're like what you used to be, but they're not who you are now. Never invite them to your house. Never invite them to your house. Okay, so I'll just say this, and I'll... See, you can't say that. You can't do that. Okay, see, oh my God, that was bad. Okay, so my wife is Korean, and this is one of my friends from college, and he used to sing this to me when my girlfriend or whatever
Even
was
though
around.
she's not Chinese, she's Korean.
Right, and he starts humming this in the background. Anyway, so I pick him up from the airport. I got my wife, I got my daughter, and I say hi to my boy, hi to his wife and his daughter, and then there's a fourth person. And she's 23, 24 years old, and she's good looking. And I'm like, well, who's this? This is the nanny. So immediately when he says this is the nanny, I'm like, this is going to go bad. I knew this at the airport. This is when I thought I saw your mom getting off United.
By the way, you're a very good friend.
I am.
You
Why?
pick people up at the airport?
You may have almost hit my car.
I said his name. He's super rich.
Okay.
Loaded.
Yeah.
Like his dad is a legit.
What's his last name?
I'm not going to tell you. Texas billionaire oil guy.
Okay.
So Brooks is going to.
So why is he getting you up for a ride?
He's going to inherit a lot of money, huh?
Get a car service.
But he's normal. He likes to kick it. If he came in here, you would never know he's worth $50 million, and he's never had a job.
Also, rich people want to keep their money.
Yes.
Yeah, a $50 car ride isn't going to break him.
No. Well, he just likes to hang out, and this is the way we can hang out more. So, long story short, we're at the house, and now it's time to go to bed. This is all in the backdrop of the Dodgers playing the game last night, so I'm going nuts.
I noticed you were conspicuously quiet on our group chat.
It was kind of busy last night. So we get down to room assignments. I'm going to bed. Got to get up. My wife's got to go to bed. Kids got to go to bed. So we start, this is where you're staying. This is where she's staying. This is where we're going. So his wife goes into the room that they're staying in, locks it up, goes to bed. Brooks, said it again, goes into the other room with the nanny. Right then and there, I'm like, we have to get them out of the house. Wouldn't you say that? Wouldn't you say we have to get them out, Jorge?
Not my business.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, this is like my house, and he thinks this is like college again. This ain't college. She didn't go to school with us, Brooke. I said it again. She doesn't know you like that, and you're not going to put me in that position. So.
Do you have? So if the question of the day is, do you have to get him out of the house?
Yes.
I think it's. Could you just not? Hey, dude, come on! You're putting me in a bad spot. You can't be in here.
If I push him too far, then all the stories come out about me. He's got.
Why don't you say, hey, bro,
this is
not
like a
with my
terrorist
daughter
negotiation.
here or whatever. Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I heard. So my wife didn't have to say a word. But when she starts muttering Korean under her breath.
Oh, but you speak Korean.
I did. When she starts muttering in Korean under her breath, I know what time it is, which means I'm going to catch all of this. So I collected all of them, and I moved them into a hotel. Am I right or am I wrong about this? This is one of my best friends.
I understand that, and I know that you're a loyal friend.
Yes.
I know clearly that you drove to LAX to pick up your rich friend is above and beyond.
Yes.
I don't know if I'd drive to LAX to pick up my own mother.
You'd pick me up.
The LAX is the worst place to try to get in and out of it, any sort of expedited. Anyway, so I'm saying all of this to preface the fact that I believe that you are a loyal and good friend.
Thank you. Okay, so remember that last Far Side when I said, what, happy wife, happy life? And I said, nope, happy man, God's plan. Forget that. Go back to the happy wife, happy life.
So wait, Frankie, cancel T-shirts.
I
cancel the
understand
hats.
now. Yes.
Yeah, the buttons are on hold.
Yeah.
Back to the Dodgers.
Yeah, no, I think you, while you are a good friend, your own stuff has to come first in this situation.
Thank you. Who brings the nanny, bro? And then, come on, in my house?
I don't know.
Maybe they were just talking about her life.
Is she
in
a
history.
good cook?
Exactly.
Does she clean up after the kids? Like what? I mean, she a
Maybe
good
they
nanny?
just bond over.
So when we were texting about the Dodgers, this is why I
They're
couldn't
gonna
answer.
do the grid together.
This is why I couldn't answer. I was like, oh my
That's
God.
what it's called these days.
If
doing
I
the
don't
grid
get them
together.
out, I'm going to the hotel. And I don't want to go to a hotel.
Hey, baby, let's go do the grid.
Right. Oh, God, he's going to kill me. I said his name like 4 times. My bad. Super rich dude, though.
You up for the grid?
Sorry. Anyway,
Feel
that's
like
the far
today could end
side.
in
So
some grid.
never bring your college life into your adult life. It will go bad. There you go.
I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that much more than you enjoyed seeing something on TikTok last night. We're going to do that next.
Yeah.
That's coming up. It's Travin, DeMarco, and not the nanny. 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's DeMarco Farr here. Thank God I got them out. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, Southern California's premier resort casino experience. Why get stuck in traffic when you don't have to? You could be at the best casino resort in Southern California in less than 1 hour. Pechanga gives all guests the amenities they expect of a world-class resort. Exceptional entertainment. I really mean that. Top-notch entertainment. Dining, spa, golf. You got to love golf. And let's not forget round-the-clock gaming excitement. Game anytime you want. The casino floor is huge. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. It's massive. 1,100 hotel rooms and suites and the spa, the golf course, 20 bars, restaurants, so much more. Make Pechanga Resort Casino one of the largest resort casinos in the country. Readers of Newsweek, USA Today voted Pechanga Resort and Casino the best casino outside of Vegas. So if you love to hang out poolside like I do, or you like to play blackjack and you like to win there, Pechanga Resort Casino is waiting for you. Visit Pechanga.com or call this number right now, 888-PECHANGA, to book a reservation or for more info. You can also follow them on Instagram at Pechanga Casino for up-to-the-minute news and information, and I'll be at all 20 of those bars.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter. Wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason and Ireland, weekdays at noon.
We are joined right now by Anthony Davis.
Anthony, it's an unwritten rule in all of sports. You can't beat Father Time, except Bron is. Have you noticed any drop-off in his game?
No. Every player, as you get older, you just start shooting the basketball a little bit more.
Right.
They're kind of that old man. Yeah, they say that little old man game. But I mean, last year he shot over 40% from 3. So it actually helps us. So I don't think there's no drop off. I think he just kind of transitioned to the old man game where he is more efficient as far as his energy and making sure he's not wasting any energy. Everything is a lot more efficient. With the jumper and getting fouled, getting to the line, even though he don't get to the line as much. But there's no drop off in his game.
Steve Mason and John Ireland today at noon.
Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
So you saw something on the socials. I love how you call it the socials too. So
I never call it the socials.
Well, you said you saw it on social.
I said I saw it on. I did say socials.
Yeah.
Socials. I did. I tried.
Okay, but it was a video involving some Rams players. They're just trying to have fun, DeMarco. But explain to the listeners what you saw in that video.
I'm just flipping through, and I think it was Puka's Nakua, some fan, and
okay.
I'm always going to click on that.
And they clipped something that somebody posted.
So it's their faces, and I couldn't hear it because I had a lot going on. Mm-hmm. So first it's Steve Avila, right? And I'm like, why is Maui?
Are they dressed?
It's just like they're dressed
like in uniform or
no. This is clearly at one of their houses or apartments or whatever. It's just his big head, and he looks like Maui. That's my dude. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's dumping candy into this big jar. So I'm like, first of all, you're 320 pounds and you got a knee injury. You should not be eating candy. Number two, what the heck is this? So when I turn up the sound, then Puka, his face shows up. Oh, there's Puka again. And then he has some candy, and he's talking. And he's like, I did something. I skinned my knee, and I'm bringing Mike and Ike's. And he pours it in this jug. Me too.
Mike and Ike's are great. Have you had the tropical Mike and Ike's?
I can eat all day, every day.
They're terrific.
Dentist's best friends are Mike and Ike's because they rot your teeth.
Pull the fillings
So
out of
good.
your head.
Then Kobe Turner pops up.
Okay.
And he says something. I ripped my pants. Or no, he said a teammate pulled a knife on me in college and dumps. And I brought nerds, and he dumps them. I'm like, what the heck are you guys
Wake
doing?
Forest was pretty chill. They're pulling knives on each other there.
Then Steve pops back in.
You don't know Winston-Salem.
I guess not.
Steve Avila pops back in and goes, when I was a kid, I ripped my pants every day. When I was like 8 years old. Like
Big guy.
Big dude. I get it. I've been there. I felt you on that. So he goes, I brought nerds again, and he pours them into the jar. And I'm like, what the heck is going on here?
Can I educate the listeners and you guys what this is?
Yeah.
This is a TikTok trend. It's called like the trauma candy salad, where it started by people where they go, hey, here's a big bowl. And they say, hey, my name's Emily. I brought the nerd ropes. And they say some sort of out of left field thing, and then they dump it in. And then someone else goes, hey, I'm DeMarco. I brought the Starburst. And
what is this for?
It's just for videos and for fun. It's just content. And honestly, we could do it for social if we wanted to.
Do you eat the candy?
Honestly, I've never actually seen anybody eat the candy. They just make the candy salad and it stays wherever it is. But it's just a social media thing. So
exactly.
why are you so upset about it? Are they supposed to like every time they lose just pout on their couch all day?
Okay. Look, have fun. They're young. I get it. You're in the NFL. You're supposed to enjoy it. But you're 1-4. You're 1-4 right now.
But there's 24 hours in the day,
Your fan base
Marco.
is not happy. Your fan base is actually they're beyond not happy. They're mad. They want to win. And it seems like you're having way too much fun at 1-4. That's what it seemed like. And number two, I just didn't get it. I don't get what you're doing.
So, okay, I want to stick with
it's
the I
not
didn't
for
get
you,
it.
but
We'll get back to I agree it's not for him. It's not for me. I'm with you. I don't know who it is for, but that's
for people my age, yeah.
But what's the point?
To what purpose?
Because we like hearing them tell a story, and it's something that we see on our own TikToks, and it's like cool to see. So they did something else where I think they did it on social for Lakers Media Day, where they go up to Lakers players and they show them an old picture of them. They're like, "Oh,
that's
this
cool.
is an old picture."
Yeah,
it's all one thing. It's all content. You want to see these guys be more vulnerable.
It's
that's
just
what
content.
we like.
So I thought trauma dumping was bad on social media. No, it was before because there was a guy.
Depends on the context.
I saw a guy that he was on the beach and some girl rejected him and he just went off like trauma dumped, and that's supposed to be bad.
It depends on the context.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I didn't get it. They didn't eat the candy, so that's two. So like, what are we doing here?
I don't know.
And then number three, you're 1-4.
Yeah.
You're not. And
I ran into
two of the three guys aren't playing right now. If you want to show me a video, show me a rehab video.
Getting taped up.
Oh, my gosh.
Show me you're practicing and getting ready to play and contribute so you're not 1-4.
Bad teams have social media too, okay? Bad teams have fans that want to know their players too, okay? So this is letting you know. Now we know
I
that...
don't want to know Puka. I want to see him score.
But now we know that
I don't
Kobe
want to
Turner
know
had
Steve.
a knife
I want to see him block. I don't want. I love Kobe, great dude. I don't care about your trauma.
But
Get
you know
sacks.
what? I have 4 friends that would love that video. You know,
are they Rams fans?
They are football fans.
Are they Rams fans?
Probably not.
See, I want wins. I can care less about your trauma.
I can turn it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was flipping around last night. And I didn't even know that this, now I know what it is that I saw because I saw it out of context. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. And but I didn't understand it, so I watched it for the 30 seconds it took. It's a bunch of people, but they didn't get me because I looked at them like they were all morons.
They get money for your view.
Sure.
Okay.
How much money did they make because I spent 30 seconds on it?
They make a commission off of that. Not a ton, but if a million people watch 30 seconds.
But what happened? Yeah.
It was people taking like 6-packs and putting them in a kiddie pool. I brought the White Claws. I bought the Coors Lights. I bought the Trulies. I'm like, this is so
putting them
dumb.
in a kiddie pool?
Like the big plastic pool.
Yeah, and what? Do what?
Nothing.
That's
but
it?
But now it's a place for the party. They have all
What's
the
wrong
White
with
Claws.
you guys?
Yeah,
that's fun?
Yeah, I don't get it either.
It's not like I'm going. It's not like I'm saying this is the best time I spent my life.
Yeah, but what I kind of see your point. But how long does it take? As dumb as those videos are, how long does it take to make for Who could make that video?
It was
30
like
seconds?
It was 90 seconds.
Yeah.
I was hoping at the 85th second, I was like Matthew Stafford came in with a bat and broke the thing.
I think
like
less
get back to work
of your intellect than I do that you should be in the gym getting taped up, or you know what I mean? Like they're doing their work. Like if I saw these guys out there unprepared, sure. But and if they were in a movie that took 2 days to shoot, it's like, dude,
that's a different deal.
Come on,
I get you, and I'm not really mad. I'm not really mad. It was just like, what are these guys doing?
Mike and Ike's,
wasting candy apparently.
I think this is a huge generational divide. I think that these guys can do
Let's
this
trauma
and
dump.
have fun and still understand.
Let's trauma
You
dump
just
right now.
trauma dumped. In Farside is your trauma dump.
Let's trauma it up right now. Let's see.
Yeah, but you gotta go get candy to make it
DeMarco,
count, though.
Would you like to take off your shoes and sit back?
Yes, I would. There you
Make
go.
yourself
Trauma
comfortable.
dump. There. I need
But I'm
some
just
candy.
saying,
There you go.
the younger players in the league, they're going to be more online. They're going to be doing more of this stuff. It doesn't mean that they're not going to be good players and they don't care about losing.
If I was a coach, I would ban phones. I would ban phones and social media.
I would ban phones in the facility.
I'd ban phones, period.
Yeah, you can't do that.
As soon as you, like Antonio Brown, as soon as you went live in a post-game locker room, you're off my team. I could care less how good you
I'd be
are.
all right having some rules as to what you can and can't do when you're on the clock with me, so to speak.
Yes.
But if you want to go home and make a dumb candy video, what do I care?
I know. It's good to see him smile.
Yeah.
But you are 1-4.
Why are they wasting Mike and Ike's? You got to eat them.
That's what I'm saying. You don't even eat
Eventually,
the candy?
I don't know. So it's not
Nerds
part of
are
the video.
good.
The part of the video construct is not eating the candy.
Oh.
It's just the putting the candy into the bowl and telling a story.
Jorge, do you like nerds?
I love nerds, especially
These nerds
nerd
were like,
rope.
These nerds were like as big as marbles, though.
Was it an everlasting gobstopper?
Wow. No.
Those
it
would
was,
break your jaw.
it was the fizzy lifting drink.
You stole fizzy lifting drinks.
But
Good day, sir.
I think anytime you have to explain a viral trend, it always sounds stupid. Because viral trends are almost always
Because
stupid.
maybe.
Okay, you know what? Okay, personally, I think some golf videos are stupid. But if you find enjoyment in them, then you find
Golf
enjoyment in them.
videos?
Yeah.
Was that a shout at Travis?
Well, and John.
It's always a
It's
shot.
always a shout. Okay, golf video. That seems very specific.
Okay,
you're used to
But my
it.
point is, I'm not trying to convince other people that it's okay. For me,
Gotcha.
I didn't.
Yeah. Have fun, boys, but just remember, you're 1-4.
There's
Okay.
some golf videos that are where guys fight. You'd like those.
I have seen a few. I didn't know people actually fight at golf courses. Are you kidding me?
I go to golf to do 3 things.
Drink.
That's number 1.
Yep. Hang out.
Number 2.
And golf.
We could
Fighting
go
is
play
not
golf
on the
together.
menu.
Okay, but does drinking lead to fighting for some people?
No.
For some people,
Drinking leads to more drinking.
For some people, but no, I'm not getting in. I'm not getting in a fight. Period.
No.
Unless my safety is threatened.
I'll
we're
defend
not doing it.
myself.
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
Yes.
But I'm there to have a few.
Right.
I'm there to laugh with my buddies, and if I make a good shot or two, awesome.
I'm not going to fight on a golf course.
We got to follow up with Ireland. Is Ireland on? Oh no, they got a Laker game.
Oh,
today,
that's
right?
who
Yeah.
told us the story about fighting on the golf
yeah.
course.
They're-
Okay.
they're out
But
there.
with the Rams, and so maybe this is TikTok is somewhat related, but is everybody cohesive on the Rams right now? Is everyone in the organization going towards one goal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Seriously connected,
winning
yes.
the next game.
Seriously connected, yes. Why? What's the question?
I'm just thinking about: is there
Well,
a point where you?
they could have the same goal, but that doesn't mean that they're not trying to achieve the goal differently. For instance, let's split the house in half. Sean McVay's goal is to beat the Raiders.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Les Snead, Kevin Demoff, Tony Pastor's the guy, the business side of the room.
I see where you're going.
They could be. They want to beat the Raiders.
Yeah.
They're giving the tools to beat the Raiders, but they also have to be thinking, hey, listen, we're 1-4. We're missing a bunch of guys. This thing could at least. It would be irresponsible not to at least
Not to think
consider
about
the
it. I see where you're
possibility
going.
of going there.
Okay.
And so I got to think about what could I get for this guy, and this guy. Whereas Sean McVay's thinking, I got to beat the Raiders.
You're thinking assets.
Singular.
Okay, you're a dad and a husband. Do you have a life insurance guy?
I do.
Do you hate talking to him? Because I hate talking to mine.
No.
I hate talking to my life insurance guy because
No.
every time when we talk about what could happen, it's me not being here.
Yeah.
But that's his job.
Right.
That's what he does.
Right.
So that's what they do. It's not about 2024. It's about 2025 and
Like,
beyond.
when I'm not here, that's a YP.
Right.
Like, I just want to make sure everybody's got their financial affairs in order.
Yeah.
I want to make sure nobody has to move out of a house. I want to make sure that college is paid for, but I'm out at that point.
But that's their job when you get beyond the coach and the GM. They're thinking about the future. And if it goes south.
When do those two lanes merge into one?
What do you mean?
When is the Sean McVay lane merged back into the we got to think about the future lane?
Whatever you're going to do, if you think it's over and he doesn't, then you just make moves, and that's when you make the coach mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's never going to say it's over. But you have to sometimes make those decisions for him. So
I can't. I'm being 100% sincere when I say this. I can't decide if I think that is stupid or I admire it.
That's why you hired him.
No. But because I, on one hand, admire someone never quitting, never give up. We always have a chance. We can turn this around through enough hard work and dedication and ingenuity. We can figure it out. Okay, I respect that. But sometimes the writing's on the damn wall. And to just keep touching the hot stove and to not take advantage. Listen, this isn't going to work. We can actually kind of short circuit this by moving some things, get better sooner, or we can just be bad longer. Like that idea of I respect the never give up attitude, but at some point it's like, guys, this isn't turning. And
you're that guy,
knowing when to say,
you're that guy.
I got to give up.
I'm the coach. I'm driving towards victory.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you tell me you can't play the starter. I can't play my starting quarterback. I'm mad at you, but I'm going to play whoever you tell me to play. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
It's not my job to worry about the future. I'm worried about the right now. But your job is to worry about the future.
The future sometimes is so obvious. Why won't you look at it? That's where the frustration in me would lie. Like it's like, guys, we're going to win 5 games.
Yeah,
we're not going anywhere. Let's not win 5 games again next year.
Yeah,
let's win 10 games next year, and we can win 10 games next year if instead of winning 5 this year, we win 3.
So is the question like, when do you start trading people?
Yeah. And when does everybody get on board with the idea of trading?
They're going to give them the bye to regroup. Let's see how you look against the Raiders. Let's see how that game goes and the next.
How Matthew's sore back feels.
And how he feels. Yeah, if you get towards the line and it's over and you know it and you're out of it before November, then you might start making moves.
All right.
That's how it goes.
The Dodgers and Padres, off day today, game 5 tomorrow, winner take all. And, if this happens and this happens, and if that happens and that happens, I've come to the conclusion nobody knows anything. And games 3 and 4 are a perfect example. That's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Is your vehicle ready for service? Might be. A little sticker, right? Tells you come in at this date, this many miles. If your vehicle is ready for service, head on into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Because for over 30 years, Valvoline has provided quick and convenient automotive maintenance services for busy people just like you. And you've got 15 minutes. As busy as we all are, you do have 15 minutes to make sure that your car is running at its absolute best. And at Valvoline, you don't even get out. You stay in your car safe and relaxed while the expert technicians make sure that your ride is at its absolute best. Oil changes, tire rotations, transmission care, wipers, and more. Just pull up, drive in, and drive out in about 15 minutes. There are over 80 locations in Southern California, so go online at SoCalOilChange.com, find one of those 80 locations, download a game-winning coupon for your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
The most followed sports radio station in America.
710
LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
We find the right people for your roles fast, which is our absolute favorite F word. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Country's hottest rising star, Riley Green.
There was this girl
Live.
drink in her hand, shoot me a lead.
Friday, October 18th, Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Riley Green, live in concert. On sale now at FantasySpringsResort.com or call 760-342-5000. Riley Green, live.
Accident,
For injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey guys, what's up? It's George Sedano. Waiting is never fun. Usually nothing good happens when you wait. My friend Jacob in the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie want to make sure you don't wait after an accident. Immediately after an accident, before talking to the insurance company, call Jacob, man. Jacob and his team will do all the work, make all the phone calls, handle the paperwork, set up the doctor's appointments, whatever the case may be. And when you speak to the insurance company first, it's a big mistake. Because you know why? They may later use your words against you. However, Jacob and his team, they'll guide you through the process, get you the compensation you deserve, and you don't have to pay Jacob unless he wins. Nothing out of pocket. Free. Gratis. So if you're injured in an accident, the first name, the first thought, the first call should be Jacob. Jacob, Jacob, Jacob. The consultation is free. That's right. Free. I told you. Gratis. Don't wait. Call Jacob 24 hours a day at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Call him 844-24-JACOB or visit him online at calljacob.com.
Call Jacob.
John Ireland here, looking for the perfect smile. You gotta meet Dr. Monica Madden at Beverly Hills Orthodontics, your go-to orthodontist right here in L.A. Check them out at BeverlyHillsOrtho.com or call 877-7-LET'S-DO-THIS. With locations in Beverly Hills, Studio City, Alhambra, and downtown LA, luxury orthodontic treatment is convenient no matter where you are. Your smile is in expert hands at BeverlyHillsOrtho.com. 877-7-LET'S-DO-THIS. That's 877-753-8736.
Hey, Travis Rodgers here for my friends at Mike Thompson's RV. It's time to get out and get dirty. Toy Hauler RV season is officially open. Bring your toys along for less now through October 20th at your Toy Hauler headquarters, Mike Thompson's RV. They have revved up discounts across a huge inventory of top-selling brands, dozens of floor plans to choose from. They're making it easy, so pack your toys and go full throttle with special pricing on all trailers and motorhomes in stock. Race on in today. These deals won't last. In-store and online, MikeThompson.com.
Gear up for game day with GNC. Just like your favorite college team prepares for their matchup each week, you can get ready to crush your fitness goals with GNC. Your coaches are in stores, ready to help you build muscle like a linebacker or slim down after a tough season. They have everything you need, including all the top brands, the new flavors you crave, the hottest protein, pre-workouts, creatine, and more to tackle your fitness goals. Don't wait for the final whistle. Fuel your fitness at GNC. Visit your local GNC or GNC.com today.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show, now mornings 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Trauma candy salad video now.
Say that again?
I want us to do a trauma candy salad video now.
No.
Come on, DeMarco, show those kids.
What if I let you eat the Mike and Ike's instead of just pour them in the bowl?
You're on. Definitely.
Remember Now and Laters?
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Did you do it now or later?
Remember you asked me about pickles yesterday.
Yeah, did you make them?
No, not yet.
Oh,
I made pickles.
You had other things going on.
We
in your
had
house
girls.
last night.
We had girls that would like the liquor store. We'd go buy candy.
Uh-huh.
They have these pickles that were on the counter, right?
In the jar.
In the jar.
Yeah.
So they were like 25 cents.
Sure.
They would buy the pickles and then buy Now and Laters.
Oh.
And put the Now and Later in the pickle and start eating
the
it.
big pickles, right? Like
the
big
whole pickle.
Yeah.
They cut a little like a slit, stick the Now and Later in there.
Have you guys heard
start
of
eating it.
chamoy pickles?
Chamoy?
I don't like chamoy.
Okay, because they're going crazy viral on the internet of chamoy pickles. Because but they're coming out like red pickles and stuff, and people are like really into chamoy pickles now.
Red pickles?
What do you know? Chamoy? Do you like that?
I've never heard of chamoy. What's chamoy?
Well, it depends. It's like it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like a sauce. But you can put some chili sauce on it and kind of make this paste, and then you wrap whatever you want in it. They wrap apples with this, pickles, all kinds of different.
So you wrap a pickle in sauce and eat it?
You dunk it in the sauce.
Basically, it gets soaked because like pickles just take whatever the juice is of what you put it in. So you can make a pickle purple. You can make a pickle red.
Really?
Just
what's the closest chamoy tastes like?
Okay, so you know when they put that rim on maybe margaritas, micheladas, whatever.
Yeah.
Some of that red paste is chamoy.
Oh, okay.
You ever
Makes
go to the
sense.
fruit guy and then they ask you?
Okay.
Yeah.
I never knew what it was. Now I know. Okay.
But the one from the fruit guy is not sweet, or it's not spicy. It's just like oil. It's just
I don't care for
that
it.
one's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's different flavors.
With pickles. I'm into pickles. Yeah.
I told you I made some pickles the other day, and you said you were going to knock some
I'm
out.
going to. So
They're
I got a
easy,
pickle
and they're so
recipe for
good.
you, and I got an almond milk recipe from Momo.
Oh, okay.
So I got 2 recipes I'm going to make at some point.
Some nut milk?
Some nut. Stop it. You almost had me. You almost had me.
I'm talking about nut
Are
milk.
you lactose intolerant?
I think I might have been. I haven't. Yeah.
Oh, have you not been on
I
dairy
thought
for
it was
a while?
just a part of milk.
Lactose?
Just what happens.
Yeah, the reaction.
I thought that was just a part of the milk
you
experience.
thought that happened to everybody?
Yeah. Turns out I might be lactose intolerant my whole
So
life.
you and I aren't going to go on a cheese tasting adventure.
No. I just
Unless
made
you
my
take some
stomach hurt.
lactate ahead of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why'd you say now and later? Is for the trauma dump?
I was just thinking that all the old Halloween candies that I used to get excited to get, now and laters are always great.
Always at the top. Yes.
Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie Rolls are terrific.
Yeah.
How do people
They
hate
last
Tootsie
forever
Rolls?
because they're not real chocolate.
You don't like
Yeah,
Tootsie
it's
Rolls?
wax.
No,
it's like
dude.
a crayon that tastes good.
No.
Yes. That's fine.
the best way I've heard of it been
Yes,
described.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like
I guess.
Werther's Originals, Travis?
Wow.
Yes. You're not gonna shame me out of a hard caramel candy.
Oh, okay.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Whoppers? No? Those little Whoppers?
Not a big malt fan.
Yeah, the best thing was what we
Put
could
them in
do
popcorn.
is that we just
really?
do a trauma candy salad, but it's all old people candy.
Andy's
Wow.
mints. Those
Andy's
little green
mints.
mints.
Oh my
Exactly.
God.
Although I do like when you go to a hotel and they give you the little mint.
Of
That's
course.
a nice little touch.
What was the hotel
Or
where they
Olive
gave
Garden.
you cookies?
Doubletree.
Doubletree.
And
Yes.
it was a warm cookie.
Great
It
cookie.
wasn't
Yes.
just a cookie. It was, and usually 2.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop. Can I didn't get my cookies.
Come
Yeah,
on,
you
bro.
did.
Come on, bro. I could smell your breath through the phone. It smells like Toll House.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, I saw when you checked in. I know you wanted double
course.
cookies.
Yes.
Did you win trivia last night, Em?
Okay, so here's the situation, and I'm going to talk about one thing in Factor Cap a little later. So I played about half the rounds because my mom landed, and so I knew I was only going to play like about half the game. So I left, and we were in the lead. We were tied for first when I left, and there was actually pretty sports heavy through the beginning, and I was like, okay, good. I'm glad that I was here because. Not that no one else would get most of them, but like it was like baseball and stuff that wasn't their strong suits.
Ernie Banks.
It's actually Pete Rose was one of them, and I was
Wow.
like, it's not a super hard one if you know baseball. So anyway, I leave, and like I told them, hey, like if you guys are in a pinch, text me because I was part of the team earlier. It's
That's not against the rules?
No.
Okay.
If I was on the team as we were here, it's not against the rules. And so I get home and no one's texting me. I'm like, okay, I hope they're doing well. They text me, we won! And so, yeah, they won last night. And our team name was Boo. But every time our guy said, okay, and now Team Boo has 10 points, we go, ah!
I didn't know. I knew there was going to be a corny punchline. I didn't quite know which corny punchline it was going to be. That's pretty good.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, no, but we did really well last night, and I'm happy with my team.
All right, so I want to talk about a very specific moment in the Dodger game last night when the ball hit the umpire.
Yes.
Right? So Shohei is at second base, and I believe it was Teo hits a ball down the third base line, fair, that Machado lunges for, hits off of his glove, and kind of ricochets into foul territory where the umpire is standing. The umpire, doing his job, has turned to point to the fair side of the field, indicating it's a fair ball, which he has to do.
Yes.
And through the worst luck that you can imagine, it hits him flush, and the ball just drops. Machado, so Ohtani thinks he's going to score easy, which 99.999 times out of 100, he walks in, he's out, right? Because Machado picks it up, throws him out. This is where the baseball gods actually kind of gave you one a little bit. Just a teeny tiny
Gave you
little bit.
one?
Yes.
Ohtani was out.
I know.
Okay.
They gave you one. If that's a 1-0 game, if you're down by a run, if you are 0-0, and that happens, that's one of those, man, this ain't supposed to be.
Oh, I see.
This is.
It didn't matter.
It was 5-0.
Okay.
And when something like that happens in a tight game, you're like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And I know that you just keep moving. I understand that, but at some point you're like, we just had a double, and it went 94 feet.
And nothing you can get angry about.
And it literally is the definition of bad luck. It just tipped off the glove, went foul, hit the ump, throw. And it was one of those, you know what? I would have lost my mind had that happened in the first or the second inning when it's 1-0 or no score, you're trailing 1. But with 5-0, I'm like, this is actually, in a weird way, the universe is starting to even out to you. The Dodgers are still way in the red.
When does it start breaking your way?
And that's one of those things that if it happens, what if it's a tie game? What's its 8th inning and it's 2-2 when that happens? You have a chance to win, and now all of a sudden you're out. All the momentum swings, but the place is rocking.
Yeah.
But it was 5-0. It was kind of like, yeah, okay, they got him out, but the place didn't come back to life. In a weird way, that was one of those, the universe is starting to tell you the pendulum's swinging back to your side.
Okay, do you think the baseball guys are fair? They even things out?
Over enough time, they will, yes.
Does that mean they owe the Padres one?
No.
It doesn't.
The Padres have had their fair share of good breaks in this series.
Okay, that wouldn't be okay.
They caught that Mookie home run. They had some things happen with that game
and
2 days ago.
It's not where I got to like
got them out.
You and I are our account, right? Like it's not that you and I like the Dodger account is in the red over several seasons. So we need something that may have nothing to do with the Padres. They could say, you know, that thing there, Mookie went and Freddie went 1 for 22. We still owe you guys 1 or 2 for that. It has nothing to do with the Padres. Here you go.
Okay.
Here you go.
Maybe that was their one.
Yeah.
That helped the Padres.
Absolutely.
That helped the Padres.
But it wasn't. It didn't hurt the Dodgers.
Okay.
Those things, those weird plays that happen, especially in the playoffs, always seem to be. Had that been the reason the Dodgers lost the game, that's what we're starting with.
That'd be a mess.
That's where we're saying this is how bad it's gotten, where it literally you hit a double and you're out at the plate because the ball hit the umpire's arm.
Remember your rant yesterday about Dave showing emotion?
Yeah.
Okay, if that would have lost you the game, then you go berserk, even though there's nothing to go berserk about.
I'm okay with going.
Just go nuts, because that's just weird.
I'll tell you who was berserk. So I was listening. I was driving to trivia, and I was listening to the radio broadcast, and they were going crazy. They're like, this is absolute garbage. This umpire should never be involved in a play, and just going off. And I hadn't seen it, so I thought it was egregious.
Right?
And I was like, what the heck? And then later they apologized, like, it's actually a routine play.
Well, you texted me. You're like, they're saying it's BS, and I'm like, they're wrong.
It's just a
fluke. It's just bad luck.
Okay.
It's just nothing but bad luck. But we're having internet issues in here at the moment, so I can't pull it up. Dave had a quote after last night, and his whole thing was, we showed up to fight. We showed up with emotion. It's about who wanted it more. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. I'm with you, but you know what you did? You threw 9 shutout innings.
That's fight.
Yeah, you hit home runs. Your best players were your best players.
That's fight, though, right?
Or it's just that your best players are your best players, and they started performing.
They acted like it.
Yeah,
well,
your
that's
relief
fight for
pitchers, maybe. But this is my point. The Dave of it all. I don't think the reason they lost the last couple of years is because of him. I don't think that the reason that they won last night is because of him. I just think that ultimately you have to take the whole picture.
Yeah.
What did this season result? What did the season before result? What did the season before result? And decide, are we just getting the same thing every time? Then I think there's something in there. But game to game, there weren't any decisions to make last night. Everything worked.
No doubt.
Nothing would be more perfect for the Dodgers in Game 5 than if they get something similar, where they get an early lead and their pitching is just really rock solid. Just one guy leads to the next. There's never a should I or shouldn't I? Do I pull this guy? Do I not pull this guy? There wasn't one roster move to be made last night.
How does he get his credit? I'm just wondering. So it's do or
Win
die on Friday.
Win the World Series.
Well, you got to win Game 5.
Yeah. No, but where people will stop talking about this,
is there a way he can
series.
be? Could he be the hero of Game 5?
I'll tell you.
Could Dave Roberts ever be the hero of a
I don't know if he could be the hero.
Game?
He could be a big reason why they win.
A big reason. Okay. Yeah. Because I really did think this is going to be the opposite of the day before.
There are. Go back to I'm terrible at years. The year that the Dodgers lost to the Braves in the NLCS, they beat the Giants. 2021. They beat the Giants in the DS, and that's when everybody just started dropping like flies.
Yeah, Scherzer had to pitch in that
Scherzer
game.
was out. Bueller was out. Like everybody just started. Muncy broke his wrist. Like it was a catastrophe, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's blaming Dave for that because it's just like, look. Everybody showed up lame at the last moment. Like literally, they were injured. They couldn't play.
And Braves went on to win the World Series that year.
It was just one of those. Yeah, he had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
So if something similar, like let's say they win this round, they go and they'll play the Mets. Okay, and if something just completely out of anybody's control. Just bad luck. I don't know if anybody's going to blame him. But if they go into a situation...
Wait, say that again. And think Chris Morales at the same time.
Don't worry about that.
I'm just saying, but somebody will. Yeah.
But they're wrong.
Right. But somebody will.
People that know baseball and people that understand the difference between that just doesn't look right and that was just bad luck, that's the decision.
I want
that
his
you need to
paycheck.
make.
I wouldn't want his job.
No.
I definitely want the paycheck. I wouldn't want his job.
Wait, Dave has lost 2 and won 1, right? He lost the one at 2-17.
He lost 2 World Series and won 1. It's not.
He lost Houston. He lost Boston. And
Well, he got cheated.
Yeah.
He got cheated.
He did get cheated against Houston.
Yeah.
He did. But again, I'm not going to say that the Dodgers got cheated because the Yankees got cheated. Everybody the Astros played in that playoffs got cheated. So they all were equally cheated. Who knows how it plays out? It's not that he loses in the World Series. It's that teams that are far less talented, that have had far less success, beat them in short series repeatedly. That's the problem.
Inexcusable.
Yeah,
right.
That's the problem. Not one series here or there. It's all of those series all over the place. Factor Cap coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Great Sunday night. It's not Sunday night. So I don't know what day of the week it is today. Thankfully, Prize Picks does. Prize Picks knows which day of the week it is. Prize Picks knows that there is a Thursday night football game tonight, Seahawks and San Francisco. It's actually a really good game. So instead of just watching a really good game, why not put the Prize Picks app on your phone and have even more fun? Brock Purdy, more or less on his passing yards. Brock Purdy, more or less on his touchdowns. Same thing with Geno Smith. Same thing with all of the players in this game. This is Prize Picks. You pick more, you pick less, and you can win up to 100 times your money with as little as 4 correct picks. But here's how you can't do it if you don't play. You got to put the app on your phone, Prize Picks. You got to enter the promo code 710, and when you do that, you're going to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. You don't even need to win the $5 lineup. You just need to do it, and you will get the $50 instantly. So download the app today. Use that code 710 at Prize Picks for a first deposit match of up to $100. That's code 710 on Prize Picks for a first deposit match of up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy with Prize Picks.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland today at 1 after Travis and DeMarco.
Yeah, and I believe that when we die,
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
guys.
Hey, bonjour.
Hey, buenos dias.
What's up? Zatnin. What goes on?
Yeah, so that's my mom. She's here observing our factor cap, seeing everything that's going on behind us, which is great. She's brought me to bring her daughter to work day, and I bring her to
there you go.
Your mom
Nice.
work day. All right, so yesterday at trivia, we go, again, I've talked about this a lot of times. We go there all the time. And so the person who runs the trivia knows us. And so I was going out to give our first set of answers, and he goes, hey.
You go up?
Yeah, we have a whiteboard, and you
Oh.
answer all the questions, and then I go up and I show them the whiteboard with all the answers, and he'll mark them off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he goes, hey, I know this is a weird ask, but there's a guy here by himself. Would you mind him coming to your team? And we're like, yeah, sure, whatever. It's fine. It's cool. So a guy comes over. He's probably in his 50s, and
Easy.
I didn't say old. I said in his 50s. Okay, I'm giving context
Tread lightly.
to what we're doing, which means that I was like, score. He can help us with some older stuff that we don't
She
know
just
about.
said it, didn't she? Look at that.
Older things, and so he
Wow.
comes to.
What do you have HR on speed dial? This is bullying.
I think they're listening.
He
yes.
comes to sit down with us, and he's really interesting. He has a Rolex on.
Nice.
He's dressed very nicely. Has a very crisp, nice Dodger hat. He said, "Oh yeah, I went to the game on Sunday." And I was like, "Oh, would you mind? Where'd you sit?" Shows me a picture, third baseline, literally right above the dugout. I was like,
"Wow,
okay."
High
So
dollar.
we're working with someone here, and we found out where he works, and we're like, "Yep, very cool." We got his information, and
there you go.
One of my friends needs a job, and maybe that'll come.
Nice.
Again,
Okay.
make strangers great.
Where
But my
did Bueller
statement,
get robbed for his Rolex?
Santa Anita.
Yeah, don't go there with the Rolex on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But my statement is, you can tell someone is well off by a few tells. Not the obvious tells. Not the Rolex necessarily, but me asking where he's sitting and seeing where he's sat on a playoff game, that's how I know he has a lot of money. Travis, you can tell by a few tells.
It's a fact, and there are two in particular. I've heard this from a bunch of different people, all of them in sales for the most part, and there are two things that men in particular are going to show, even if they're trying to play it down. Two things will let you know if they have money or not: watches and shoes.
Yeah. No doubt.
Those are the two things that guys with money, even if they're playing it slow, if they have a nice watch and they have expensive shoes, you can tell.
It's got to fit, though, right?
What do you mean?
Like, if you have a
Old money
Rolex
versus
and
new
nice
money?
shoes and you're 22 years old.
Yeah.
It's got to fit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're high side and you're being phony.
Yes.
I would say cars,
But people finance crazy cars and stuff like that. Yeah.
There's Rolls Royces at apartment buildings.
Yes. Yeah.
In Los Angeles.
Yes.
So I'm with him. Shoes and watches, great tells. And how they speak, what they say, and where they eat. Yes.
He was Italian. So let's just also say that too. So
Hey,
Jorge?
I'm walking here.
Hey,
Forget about it.
Ratso.
Yeah, he helped us with our geography.
Hey, oh.
Jorge, what do you think about this?
When they asked you, hey, can this guy join you? Hell yeah, he can. He buys a couple pictures of beer. This
Yeah.
week.
You know what? We didn't have to ask. He offered.
It's implied.
He bought us all our beers.
These are the fabric of society moments that we're all in the same. Like, I am asking you for a favor. Sure, no problem, and then you reciprocate by doing something nice for the person that did something.
See,
for
I'm
you.
not balling, but when we went to the Dodger game, I bought my tacos, and
Yeah.
I came back with 2 beers for
Yeah,
you
okay,
and for
there you
Brian.
go. Exactly.
Here's the situation. Okay, and just another thing. So my friends are already sitting down. We have our drinks and everything, and we don't have expensive drinks. We have just whatever. Either it's the cheapest thing, whatever. So my friend orders like a Hamm's, that beer. Not the greatest beer in the world, the cheapest thing on the list. The guy, who we know has a lot of money, asked, "Hey guys, can I buy a round of drinks?" And he's like, "Oh, you can give me another one of these." And he's like, "No, really. Like, what do you want to drink?"
Yeah.
At that point, do you go higher or do you just stick with what you'd already ordered to not be rude?
You're asking me?
I'm just asking everybody. Anybody
I'm
have an
shooting
answer?
if it's free, I'm shooting for the moon.
But if you
Yes.
let's just
Yeah.
say you. Hey, can I buy you a drink? Sure, I'll have a Coors Light. And the guy goes, no, really, I'll buy you whatever you want. You're going to say, bring me the...
Then I start pointing to the top
Don
shelf.
Julio?
You
Yeah.
want the
to
Dom?
the top shelf.
The Dom?
Oh, really? I'm going up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Vouv?
Yeah, right.
Anyway, all right, so speaking of beers, yesterday...
What's that stuff? The shot. That's like $1,500 a shot.
Louis the 14th
yeah.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
If you're buying.
Johnny Walker Blue is fun. That's pretty good.
If you're buying.
I don't think that Brennan's has Johnny Walker Blue,
Yeah.
but
You might be surprised.
You can always say no.
I bet it's
Yeah.
not out, but I bet it's there.
Yeah.
So last night in the Clubhouse, see that, Travis? I said Clubhouse.
There you go.
Max Muncy, is it called a locker?
Yes.
Okay. At his locker above
Wait,
him.
time out. It's called a clubhouse?
In baseball.
Yes.
The locker room is the clubhouse.
In football, it's a locker room. In basketball, it's a locker room. In baseball, it's a clubhouse. In hockey, it's a dressing room.
And then golf?
Golf, it's clubhouse.
Okay.
All right, just so we all are on the same page. All right, so Max Muncy was being interviewed in the clubhouse afterwards. And,
In front of his locker.
In front of his locker, and you could see that there was a Pacifico.
I saw that
on the shelf behind him. Clearly, he had been sipping before he got on to speak to Spectrum or whoever he was speaking to. So Pacifico is a good clubhouse drink / locker room drink / dressing room drink. DeMarco,
Oh, fact. It's a good anytime drink, except when you're driving.
Except
when you're behind the wheel. Yes, Pacifico, a nice cold Pacifico. Come on now, who says no to that?
All right, Trev.
It might be the choice. Like throw any of the Mexican beers in there, whether it's a Pacifico, a Modelo, a Corona. Nah, take it easy. The Carta Blancos, that I hadn't had one since I was like 16, and I'm like, oh my god, this is awful. It was
a what?
Carta Blanca.
A Carta Blanca.
That's a brand
beer?
of Mexican beer.
I've never even heard of it. I've never even seen it.
You're not missing anything.
Okay. She said hams. I haven't heard hams in years.
The land of clear blue water.
Yes. Hams, the real refreshing.
From the land of clear blue waters.
That's what I kept hearing.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, no, that's because you're not going to, like, really anything that's just kind of basic is a good. You could have a Bud. You could have a Miller. You could have whatever you want in one of those things. You're not having an IPA after the game.
I wish McGuire would have done that.
Done what?
Had the beer instead of the
Instead
Andro.
of the Andro?
Yeah, we've never been here. Yeah.
Jorge, what do you think?
Oh, yeah, it's Pacifico here. Look, Travis sent me a TikTok video. Was it a TikTok video where they make...
Oh, was it Tropical Katie salad?
No. It was actually this guy making a
that michelada. It was like in a paint bucket.
They cut the half of watermelon.
Oh,
they
that's
carve
what it was.
out, and then they put all the stuff in there, and then they put 2 Pacificos in there.
Oh, that's right. They stuck them through the rind.
I've seen that.
It was... Think of the biggest watermelon. Like this,
Cut
right?
it in half.
Slice it
hollow
like this. Hollow it out. Fill it with all the michelada ingredients, and then stick the beers through the meat of the watermelon.
2 straws.
Let's
next
go.
party. Jorge, next party.
2 straws and you're good to
Let's
go.
Okay, so last one for you guys. So Travis Kelce on his podcast New Heights was talking about the things that he's been introduced now that he's with Taylor Swift. And so he said that Taylor Swift has introduced him to new foods. Quote, I'm starting to open up to Indian cuisine. So he is famously talked about how he is very plain in his diet, obviously protein heavy, whatever, but like doesn't really go outside of his box. But now she's helping to open up to other boxes of food.
That's why he sucks now. I'm sorry. I just had to. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Could be a myriad of factors, or that he's 35. Your wife introduced you to new foods. Jorge Fetter-Cap.
Cap. I introduced her to new foods. She's not very open to a lot of things. Like, she grew up in a Mexican family. She likes a lot of Mexican dishes. But when I came around, I introduced her to Thai food and
white people tacos.
White people
What's
tacos.
a white people
taco night. Even you, as a black man, have eaten white people tacos.
It's ground beef. It's like Taco
It's ground
Bell.
beef hard
Just
shell
straight up
tacos.
taco.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
White people taco.
Oh my god.
You got the ground beef from the grocery store and the shredded
lettuce,
cheese.
bagged shredded cheese,
Diced
La
tomatoes.
Victoria taco
Wait, time out.
sauce.
This is how I make my tacos at home.
They're good.
I will change this from. I didn't know they were called white people tacos.
They are called white, but
Oh my
no,
God.
by the way, nobody dislikes them.
Okay,
They're
yeah.
really good.
No, I've made them.
They're just
I've
not
made them too.
authentic.
A Taco Bell taco is a white person taco.
That's what I thought I was making was Taco Bell. Okay, I didn't
No,
know
they're
that.
white
Okay.
people
Who calls
tacos,
them
yeah.
white people tacos?
Everybody.
Okay. No, I know. Okay.
Travis.
More. Oh, she's listening. I got to be careful. It's
Susan.
more. I was a little bit more of an adventurous eater than Susan was. Susan did not grow up in a house where they went out a lot. She did not grow up where they tried a lot of different sorts of food. So I was the one that was more, hey, let's get this, let's get that. But she's fully on board now. We try a bunch of different stuff. But she didn't introduce me to too many things food wise. But yeah, it was the other way around.
DeMarco?
Definitely Korean food. But what I did know, what I did find out was we're all eating the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very true.
We're all eating the same stuff.
Staples.
Yes, same stuff. Her mother-in-law, this is when I asked to marry her, she gave me tongue. Not like gave me tongue, like tongue to eat.
She served you
Served
a
me
meal,
tongue.
which
I'm
included
so
tongue.
sorry.
man.
She gave me tongue to eat. And the
Lengua.
Lengua, yeah.
Yes. So my wife has introduced me to that. Let's just leave that story where it is. Yes,
How was the tongue prepared?
Let's just move on from that. That's gross. I'm
Tongue
gonna get it.
is really, really aggressive. Like, you got to cut it and pull that piece off around the outside.
But she gave this is how she gave it to me. She like fed it and like stared at me like, you're going to eat this.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And it was good.
Was it okay?
It was really good, yes.
All right, that's Patrick Cap.
Speaking of Pacifico, if you guys go to Disney California Adventure, get the michelada with Pacifico. Oh, you're
It's right by the
perfect.
swing.
Oh my
it's
man,
right by the swing. And they go heavy on the tahini on the rim.
Okay.
It's
delicious.
Look, it's
My
especially
kind of people.
when you have young kids. That beer is a game changer.
Yes.
It's a game changer.
Saves your
You
feet.
can only have so many Cokes before you're like, I got to get the hell out of here.
No doubt.
I need to relax a little bit. Factor Caps brought to you by the law offices of Joseph S. Normand. You have many choices in your legal team, but family always comes first with Joe. Call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Of course, you can go online at normandlegal.com. 213-747-2000. I have a suggestion for Dave. I don't even know if I believe it, but it's a good suggestion. That's coming up next. It's Trav. It's DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Weekdays after Mason in Ireland.
Pep is here.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
On the menu, sliders, wings, chips, and salsa. Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Team, but family always comes first.
Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000, the law offices of Joseph S. Normand.
Coverage of the 2024 MLB playoffs on ESPN LA is driven by your SoCal Hyundai dealers. With next-level tech and safety features, Hyundai cars and SUVs give you the confidence to boldly journey wherever life takes you. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today.
Mr. October? Ha! I'm Mr. Morongo. I hit home runs for good times. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Whether your ace is on the mound or in your hand, it's a win-win watching all of baseball's playoff games at Sideline Sports Bar.
Number 2.
Get a 1.79-quart terracotta pot when you earn 500 points on your rewards card, the 15th.
And the number 1 reason.
Yin Yang Twins, featuring Young Jock, live October 18th.
Morongo, good times.
Hey, Travis Rodgers here for my friends at Mike Thompson's RV. It's time to get out and get dirty. Toy Hauler RV season is officially open. Bring your toys along for less now through October 20th at your Toy Hauler headquarters, Mike Thompson's RV. They have revved up discounts across a huge inventory of top-selling brands, dozens of floor plans to choose from. They're making it easy, so pack your toys and go full throttle with special pricing on all trailers and motorhomes in stock. Race on in today. These deals won't last. In-store and online, MikeThompson.com.
Lakers fans, give us a follow on Instagram. Get access to exclusive behind-the-scenes content this preseason. From player arrivals to in-game highlights, we got you covered. Receive game updates during all the action. Don't miss out on any exclusive Lakers content this preseason and watch your favorite team's highlights. Stay locked in with the purple and gold. Tap in to @Lakers on Instagram now. That's @Lakers. Let's go, purple and gold.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Okay, everyone, what did you think of the chocolate bar?
It's too chewy.
Feels kind of chalky.
Too much nougat.
I need to go brush my teeth.
Business is booming for Steph's small marketing research firm.
After all these focus groups, there's only one conclusion. I need more researchers.
And she's way too busy researching
Does this have peanuts?
to waste time researching resumes.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
I think you guys planned my menu for tonight with that last segment.
You did?
I think so.
What are you going to have?
Some
White
tongue?
people tacos.
White people tacos. I did not know they're called white people tacos.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Hooray, really? They're called...
Yeah.
White people
I did not know that.
night.
I had no idea. I feel so bad now.
Have you ever hired a taco man and they make that kind of tacos for you? No.
Not even close.
Exactly.
You're right.
That's what I'm
you don't make
saying.
ground beef.
But I didn't know that was the name. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Changing everything.
Black olives on there, maybe?
On your taco?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I
see?
don't like that.
Yeah.
When I make tacos, I put the beans inside the taco.
Sure.
So you go beans, ground beef, lettuce, and the rest?
Cheese.
Correct.
Taco Bell.
Make a nice little pico, throw it in there. Cheese.
Okay.
But see,
Yeah.
pico, pico's a step above because pico's an actual thing. Like
Right.
you just need the diced bland tomatoes that
Exactly.
are lame.
No
Right.
onions,
Okay, this-
no cilantro.
Like if you have pico, it's got lime, it's got
Yeah.
cilantro, it's got jalapeno. It tastes
My
good.
tacos are a hit, man.
Oh, they're great.
I will see. Dang, you ruined it. Okay.
I'm gonna do that. Why is
yeah,
that? Why is that
white
ruining
people?
it?
It's not bad.
I mean, that sounds like negative, you know? Sounds
Why?
bad.
It's
I don't
just
know. It sounds
descriptive,
bad.
DeMarco.
Sounds negative. I don't know.
I feel like you're profiling
Not-
me.
Yeah.
I didn't label my tacos until
Our
today.
food is good too, okay?
They are non.
We're all
Yeah,
human.
spaghetti?
Come on.
Hey, I made
yeah,
mole
white
last
people
night.
taco.
You
Yeah.
made mole?
Yeah.
Look at
I sent
you.
them a pic.
It was pretty good.
You sent him a pic of the mole?
It's a big pot, too, man.
I'm on the text chain. Send me one.
Yeah,
You were
then
busy last night.
That's true.
Yeah.
You can send it
Yeah.
to me too. I just won't respond.
It was it was funny. So we obviously have our show group text.
Yeah.
And Jorge and I were going back and forth about the Dodger game, and Emily wasn't participating, but I knew that Carrie, her mom, was coming into town, so I'm like, maybe she's on her way to her airport, maybe she's with her mom, and then I thought, oh, she also has trivia, but I'm thinking she kind of stares at her phone while she's doing trivia too, so, and then all of a sudden she started popping in. I figured you were picking up your mom. You were conspicuously absent,
Yes.
and I was going to say to you this morning, I'm like, hey, you're usually pretty good at this. Where were you? Now I know that you had
I was in hell.
you had stuff going on inside your home.
I was trying to stay married.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Yes.
had some
Also
stuff.
about like texts during games, I get like very superstitious, and I get kind of like, "Don't talk to me if it's going well. I
yeah.
don't want to hear about it," kind of thing. I get like white knuckly about it sometimes, where I just like, "Don't. If you talk about it, then it's not. Then it's going to stop happening or something." I get.
Are you superstitious?
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. What were your superstitions as a player?
Put my pants on, left leg first, left sock first, have to be dressed, put the pads on, then put the eye black on, and then throw water on my face.
Okay.
Yeah, that was part of the superstition.
Okay.
And then when I go out...
When did that start? High school? Pop
high school,
Warner?
High school. And then when I walk out, when you leave the locker room and you head into the tunnel to go to the field, I have to touch all four corners of the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the normal amount of superstition, I think.
That's
for athletes in particular. And I didn't know football players were quite like baseball players. Far more are superstitious than are not. Never step on the line or always step on the line. You're one of two guys.
Yeah.
You're one, and I was a never step on it guy, like to the point where even in the middle of a play, I would try to avoid stepping on it.
Yeah.
And there were other guys that had to step on it as they were running on and off
their
the
thing.
field. That's their thing.
Whatever it is, do it. Yes.
I had one other thing that probably won't surprise you.
What?
A Coke and 2 sausage McMuffins with no egg on the days that I knew I was going to pitch.
That does not surprise me at all.
So it's just sausage?
And the cheese and the
morning.
English
In the morning,
muffin.
yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
On the
So
way
salty.
to school, if I was pitching that day, college, high school, summer league, didn't matter. A Coke
Yes.
and 2 sausage McMuffins.
What'd you do with the hash brown?
Did you know that the
So here's what it is.
What'd you do?
There's an so glad
I know.
you asked.
Yeah. What'd you do with the hash brown?
So this was like the 80s. My dad was taking me to before I could drive, right? And so my dad's taking me to a game, and we swing by McDonald's to get something to eat before the game. And I wanted the sausage McMuffin with a hash brown and Coke. They didn't. They were out. The fryer was some reason they didn't have hash browns that day.
Oh, okay.
I pitched really well.
I knew it. You pitched well. Yes.
Guess
there it
who's
is.
not eating Now, I'd eat them on the days I wasn't pitching.
Yes.
But Dave, 2 sausage McMuffins, no egg, no hash brown, Coke. Not a
And it
Sprite,
works.
not a Diet Coke, a Coke.
Travis.
It's only stupid if it doesn't work, and it worked.
Did you know the Egg McMuffin was invented there?
In Santa Barbara, right? See, there's
really
State Street, right by where the 101 intersects State Street the second time. It accidentally intersects it twice. The north end of State Street, there's a McDonald's, which is it's famous for 2 reasons. They invented the Egg McMuffin there, and it doesn't have a drive-through.
Really?
Yeah.
You got to go in
Not
and sit
the
down.
same.
Yeah. Yep.
They invented the Egg McMuffin
Yeah.
there?
The guy was barely, as the story goes, and there's a big plaque inside the home of the Egg
Yeah.
McMuffin. They're barely, this is when McDonald's was first, he was barely making it. And he said, I need more business. I need to be open for breakfast. And he literally created it. I'm going to just put some ham and a slice of cheese on these English muffins. And here
And
we
away
go.
we go.
English
okay.
muffin.
I like English muffins.
Who
I
doesn't?
love sausage McMuffins.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Are you a McGriddle man?
No.
No, me neither.
Too messy.
Too sweet.
Yes. Sausage McMuffin with egg is perfect.
And the cheese just got full.
It's perfect.
It was my breakfast this morning, by the way. You know, I'm coming in early. I get out the freeway. There's a McDonald's. I was like, 5:40? Why not?
What'd you get?
2 sausage McMuffins.
There you go.
With
Nice.
egg.
with egg. Yeah.
With egg.
Look, if I'd gotten egg that day and pitched well, I would have been with the egg every day.
Remember, we asked
those
the question
hockey puck eggs.
on this show.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever taken advice from a stranger?
Yeah.
This lady on the way into the dome said, if you splash water in your face, you will have a great day.
Oh.
Didn't know her. Never seen her before. And I did. And I got 2 sacks.
What if she
Now
were
I'm stuck.
an agent of the other team and it was bad luck
It
and
worked.
she tricked you?
But it worked, though. 2 sacks.
I'm with you.
Every day now. Yes.
Do you flip-flop Mookie and Shohei? That's next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
And yes, on this Thursday, we've got lots of Dodgers reaction, but we also have opening night in the NHL.
Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
We'll be there, the Ice Crew and the King's mascot Bailey. The Lazy Dog Restaurant's at LA Live, 800 West Olympic in LA. Be there for a King's watch party for opening night.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL, realfathersrights.com/710, or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights, the Father's Rights Attorneys.
Is your vehicle due for service? Is it time to get those wipers replaced? If so, head into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. For over 30 years, Valvoline has provided quick and convenient automotive maintenance services for busy people just like you. At Valvoline, you stay in your car safe while the expert technicians make sure your ride is at its best. Oil changes, wiper blades, and more. Just pull up, drive in, and drive out in about 15 minutes. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and game-winning coupons off of your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason and Ireland, weekdays at noon.
Yeah, the Raiders haven't won since 1900s. Now, here's the thing. Did you see the nugget? There's video of Gardner Minshew. I think this is after he was pulled from the game. You know what I'm talking about, Brian?
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
So there's video of him digging up his nose and eating a booger.
Oh, he got caught.
He went in deep. He went in deep, too. He was like
and
2
another
knuckles
50
in.
that he eats it.
Yeah. Look, if you're going to pick your nose, fine. Like, people pick their nose. Just don't eat it.
No,
Like,
exactly.
just don't eat it.
There's a line.
Right, and the line is
Don't-
putting it into
putting
your
it
mouth.
in your
That
mouth.
sums up the Raiders year. Just
Has anybody here ever eaten a booger?
No.
oh yeah, when I was a kid.
I
probably.
never ate a booger. A booger's gross.
Yeah, that's gross.
Who would eat a booger? And yet some people do.
Gardner Minshew.
Apparently Ireland and Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, why not?
Steve Mason and John Ireland, today at noon.
Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Because if you're like me and you're watching the Aaron Hernandez show on FX, the last episode was a straight comedy. Because if you're like us and you
Aaron Hernandez story is a comedy?
Let me explain.
Okay.
If you're like
That's a
us
good question.
and you watch and you love football and you're in it all the time, anytime they have anything with the Patriots or anything with Bill Belichick, it is hilarious. So they played this song. They do an introduction of Bill Belichick. He's just like doing work, and then he's like hits the CD. They played this.
You know he's buddies with John Bon Jovi.
He's dancing to this song in his office.
Oh, that's
and
funny.
that's
Bill
that's the
Belichick
scene
dancing?
in the movie.
Okay.
And in the show. And then they also introduced Gronk into this one.
I saw the Gronk guy. That's funny.
Was it like having you be 6'5" with dreads?
Kinda. Gronk is kind of chubby.
He does, yeah, he's a little chubby,
Yeah.
but he gets the voice.
Yeah, he does.
He goes he's like, bro.
No, it's a lot of bro and
The
whoa,
laughing
and-
is there.
Yeah.
The laughing
Think
is there.
Spicoli as a football player.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
there
pretty
you
good.
go. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but he gets the
pretty good.
laughing. He gets the intonation.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, if you're far away, like if they do the far away shots of him throwing the ball, you can get the structure of his body. Looks like Tom Brady. Anything close, he looks like he's 80 years old.
Oh,
like
wow.
the guy who's playing it has like wrinkles all around his eyes.
So I haven't watched any of. I've watched the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And I thought the guy that plays Aaron Hernandez, he's a little short for Aaron Hernandez, but not bad. And the guy that they cast as Urban Meyer, I think, is terrific.
Yeah.
Like he kind of looks like him, and he has Urban Meyer's cadence of speaking down really well. And then they got the guy like Tim Tebow. It's like, no, bro.
It's not working?
No.
Yeah.
Tim Tebow's a tank.
Yeah.
This guy's skinny.
Skinny?
It's
Oh.
like Tim Tebow has never been skinny a day in
Clearly,
his life.
you don't know who Tebow is or what he looks like.
This
Wow.
goes back to our
Yeah.
throwing guy from The Natural. It's like, can we just get you need a
I'm
left-handed
so
guy
mad
that's
at you.
broad.
I'm so mad at you. I love that movie. Now I hate it because of that.
I do
you
think
ruined it. Yes.
My job is done.
I do think with any Ryan Murphy property, because if there's one thing about me, I'm gonna love a Ryan Murphy show. I know it's not like the most critically acclaimed of all time. I love Ryan Murphy products. His world is different than our world. The way that he does, even if it's a true
Clearly,
crime or
yeah.
a true story, it's going to be a little off, a little weird. So just go along with the
I
story.
haven't seen either one. Just a question. You're watching the Menendez brothers, right?
And I watched it, too.
I punted.
You guys both.
I gave up.
And the Hernandez story. Did you learn anything new? Anything that you didn't know before? Or were you just watching it being played out?
No,
live?
but I had a good time watching it.
Oh, okay. So nothing new.
The Aaron Hernandez one, I don't know if it was. I didn't know that he struggled quite the way that he did. I thought it was more he was just an unhinged lunatic from the very beginning. It does sound like there were some struggles for him. I knew that he was dealing with his sexuality and things like that,
Yeah.
but I didn't know the depths of the struggles that he
And his
had.
relationship with his dad, his relationship with his mom, yeah.
So I wasn't quite sure of some
Humanized
of
him a
that.
little, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
The Menendez thing is just absurd. It's
Yeah,
just
okay.
obviously the true version of events, the story is salacious and extreme and violent and gross and all those things. The show is absurd. It is an absurd representation of a notorious moment.
And it was meant to be that way.
I don't know.
Is that what they were going for,
I
or is that
can't
what they just
speak
got?
to his
Okay.
artistic vision.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you that it's an absurd version of what actually happened.
This is the man that gave us Glee and gave us American Horror Story. He's absurd.
This is what
Did you
he
ever
was going
watch
for.
Nip Tuck?
Yes.
Same guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of left field weird.
Weird, but not fun to watch.
Yeah.
Just kind of like this
out
is
there.
bizarre.
It's
yeah.
out there. Okay.
But
All right.
if you haven't watched it yet, the Aaron Hernandez show, it'll keep your attention. I think. at least.
That's right.
Okay.
I agree with that.
I saw the Gronk. I laughed. Okay, so your idea is to do what now?
So Mookie's hot again, right?
Yes.
Okay. The idea to put Shohei Ohtani in the leadoff spot was born out because Mookie got hurt, right? Mookie gets hit with the pitch. He's down for a couple months, so we're going to move Shohei into that number one spot. The idea of having your best hitter, which Ohtani is, hit number one, is your best hitter should hit first, your second best hitter should hit second, your third best hitter should hit third, right on down the line, 1 through 9. Because over the course of a season, your number one guy is going to get maybe 30 or 35 more at-bats than your number two guy.
That's new baseball, right?
Yes.
Because your best hitter used to hit
third or
cleanup.
fourth.
Yes.
Third or fourth.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So then the second guy will get 30 more than the third guy. The third guy will get... So why wouldn't you want your best players to hit more?
I want Shohei hitting as many times as possible.
As many times as possible.
Yes.
I agree. In a short series, it's probably going to be about the same, right?
Okay.
It's 30 extra, 35 extra at-bats over 6 months. Over 5 nights, it's about the same.
Right.
Mookie's hot. Mookie's getting on base. Shohei has been on just an unprecedented heater with runners in scoring position and guys on base. Why not flip-flop them? Or because Freddie is down, and we'll see whether he can play tomorrow night or not, but there's at least a chance he won't play. And if the Dodgers do win in advance, maybe even move Show down to third, maybe put Teoscar or somebody else in that second hole. Let's find a way to get Shohei up to bat more often with people on base.
How much of a change would that be for Shohei and his approach? If you're going from leadoff to batting third.
I don't think it would change very much at all. I really don't.
Like I could do that to you. Travis, you're leading off, now you're batting third, and that wouldn't change your approach at all.
Not really.
Okay.
Maybe slightly if there are guys on base and you're trying to steal, but guys aren't going to steal in front of Shohei. They're going to let him swing the bat. They're not going to take the bat out of his hands. And now that Mookie is getting on base as frequently as he is, why not try to juice it? Because basically what you're hoping for as currently lined up is you need Chris Taylor, Edman, Rojas when he was playing. Your 7, 8, 9 guys need to get on base for Shohei to come up with runners on.
Right.
That's going to happen a lot less than if Teoscar and Mookie Betts are hitting in front of him.
A lot less.
A lot less.
Because they're already on base.
They're just not as good at hitters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So put Mookie in front.
Put those guys in front. Or the other way is, dude, Shohei went 50-50 batting. Just leave him there.
That's what I'm thinking.
Don't mess with this at all.
And you smashed him
once,
right? Why would you
got smashed once?
You got smashed once, but you smashed them.
Two games that went.
Most recently, you smashed them.
Then, come on, you know better than that.
I'm just saying. But most recently, you did. Why wouldn't I trot out the same lineup if I'm Dave Roberts?
You might.
Yeah,
you might. Or you're thinking like. I'm glad you said that.
Okay.
Here are 2 games. Okay, one game, you had a grand slam and another home run. You got a starting pitching performance that was very good. You had a Mookie Betts got unlocked, hit a home run, and your bullpen didn't give up a run. Okay?
Perfect day.
You had another game where you played backups all over the field. One of your best players did not play. You didn't have a starting pitcher. That's the game you won. The other game is the one you lost.
Wait, what was the first game?
So game 3,
yeah,
right? The Dodgers hit a grand slam. Teoscar Hernandez.
I'm sorry. Yes,
you got a really solid starting pitching performance from Walker Buehler,
and then you blew it.
Mookie Betts hit a home run. Yeah. Your bullpen didn't give up a single run.
You should have won that game,
and you lost.
Yeah, but you should have won that game.
Yeah. Right.
You were one fielding blunder away from winning
yesterday.
That game. Yes.
You didn't have a starting pitcher. You literally didn't use one. You played a backup, arguably in 4 different spots.
Chris Taylor.
Yes. Kike.
Yes.
Edmonds playing out of position, right? And you got all your pitching things. You don't have what's my other thing? No starting pitching to mention. No Freddie. Backups all over the field, and you win by 8 runs. This is my point. What happened the day before? What happened? Nobody knows anything.
Doesn't matter.
It's all, did we hit and did we pitch and did we avoid the huge mistake? That's why flipping the lineup around doesn't really matter, and it doesn't really scare me.
If you flip it and Mookie goes over and so does Shohei. That's what I'm worried about. But that could happen either way. It's baseball.
You're a big believer in the do theory, right?
Correct. Live my life
baseball.
by it.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So, with that in mind, the Dodger bullpen has not given up a run in 13 innings.
Why would you put that out in the universe?
Because you believe in the do theory.
But why would you put it in the universe? You didn't have to say it. Now it's out there.
Well, what I'm saying is that the do theory doesn't work for me as much as, you know what does work?
What?
Hot. Good. You know what I mean? Like, those guys are pitching really well. I am so happy that I was mistaken that was going to be the soft spot. The soft spot is the soft spot, which is the starting pitching. It just, other than Buehler, hasn't been there. I thought that leaning on these guys so much would eventually, you're just asking too much. The machine's going to break down. They've been brilliant through this.
Don't say sorry to me. Say sorry to Dave.
Dave has nothing to do with those guys pitching well. Again, I'll say sorry to Michael Kopech and Daniel Hudson and Blake Trinan. Those are the guys. Never.
Come on.
Never.
Say sorry to Dave.
Not a chance.
All you have to do is say sorry to Dave, and they win the World Series.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, Dave.
It's baseball.
Sorry, that's the least sincere sorry. If all I have to do is say it, if I have to mean it, that's a whole other thing.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers got a little bit of that team pulled away from him you were telling me about.
Big time.
That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Speaking of having given up something in 13 times, that's Rotolo Chevrolet. 13 years Dealer of the Year. That's what they do at Rotolo Chevrolet every single year. They've got unbelievable selection, unbelievable pricing, and customer service that is specific to Rotolo Chevrolet. That's why they win Dealer of the Year every single year, by taking care of people who tell others, who tell others, who tell others. That's why they're having so much fun when you see those Rotolo commercials. That's why Mike Capozio's dancing. That's why he's hitting home runs off of Oral Hershiser, because they take care of people. So if you're looking for that Silverado, if you're looking for a Chevy car or truck, go on out to Rotolo Chevrolet and tell them that Travis sent you. You can't miss it. It's right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit, right there in Fontana. They got every make, model, and color that you can think of. They're going to take great care of you. But what you're going to get there is customer service that you've never seen before. Anywhere. Go see it at Rotolo Chevrolet. If you can't get there, go online. RotoloChevy.com. ROTOLO. RotoloChevy.com. And whether you go in or go online, make sure you tell them that Travis sent you.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
All right,
ESPN
everybody.
LA and
Sedano
Beverly
and
Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
Download the Prize Picks app and use our code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, and let's win.
Yeah, absolutely. And Prize Picks puts its members first. So all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Man, when your picks hit, you can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes. And you know where you can do it? Only on Prize Picks.
Hey, Travis here. It's time to get out and get dirty. Toy Hauler RV season is officially open. Bring your toys along for less through October 20th at your Toy Hauler headquarters, Mike Thompson's RV. Revved up discounts across a huge inventory. Check this out today at MikeThompson.com. That's MikeThompson.com.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams fall sale and get 30% off paints and stains from October 11th through the 21st. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Just like in sports, you can never predict an accident. It will come when you least expect it. Travis Rodgers here with DeMarco Farr to tell you about our friend, Joseph S. Normand.
If you're in any accident, call Joseph at 213-747-2000. The team at Normand Legal is ready to help you and achieve the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Joseph at 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. You have many choices in a legal team, but family always comes first.
Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. The law office of Joseph S. Normand.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check that your seats aren't in the visitor section first, before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe you got us tickets.
Me too. Wait, are we on the wrong side?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is going to be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Are you ready to build your company's dream team? Just like in sports, finding skilled players is essential for success. With Robert Half's winning combination of specialized recruiting professionals and award-winning AI, we'll help you find the MVPs and key role players who will have you hanging banners in the rafters. Because in business, it's all about having the experienced team on your side. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Hey, I don't want to be a player no more. Brooks.
Right, Travis? That's the song too, right?
There are two things that happened there. I was laughing at you name dropping somebody.
Of course.
And I have no idea what this is. Yes, yeah, but you're right.
I'm retired, Brooks. I'm retired.
It's a nice beat. I like the beat.
It is.
Hey.
Yeah.
We call him Schmooks now or something like that.
Look at you. Look at you. You got to bring that up, right? See?
This guy.
Wait. I got a question. How does he know that?
I have no idea.
How does he know that? Look at you.
Wow.
See?
We worked together for so long.
I have no idea what you mean. Why are you looking at me?
With a straight face, too.
Yeah, right? Now you know a little something about me, don't you?
Poker face.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
I'm all in. There we go.
I don't know.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
He's got nothing.
You said something that kind of caught me by surprise. Was it yesterday that Aaron Rodgers was telling lies?
Yesterday, Aaron
the day before and the day before. The day before. Yeah.
2 days before was the Saleh.
So he was complaining that he didn't like it, that he was the one catching heat for Robert Saleh getting sacked.
Yes.
Do you want me to play the sound?
Yes, please.
Okay. Here's the sound of Aaron Rodgers on Pat McAfee.
As far as any of the ridiculous allegations out there, I'm not going to spend more than one sentence in response to it, and that is that I resent any of those accusations because they're patently false. And it's interesting the amount of power that people think that I have, which I don't. But
not anymore.
I love Robert, and it was, one of those days yesterday.
Okay, so that's like six sentences, right?
It's
so
more than one.
Okay.
It's more than one.
Wow.
But before we move on to the next, this is what I just don't understand. Hey, your coach got fired. What do you think about that? Look, we're not playing as well as we do. This is the way things go in this league, and I can't wait to get going with the next guy. That's fine.
Easy.
That's not saying I love the guy because you clearly didn't.
Yeah.
That's not saying that you fired him because you don't have to do that. Just look, this league's tough. If you don't win, guys get fired. It's a tough part of our business, and we got to find a way to win some football games, and hopefully this next guy will give us a little bounce.
Yeah, but see,
what's wrong with that?
You went to Cal, so you have to be smarter than everybody in the room. See, that's how he thinks.
Is that what that is?
Berkeley grad, of course. He doesn't want to take credit or the blame for what happened, even though he is to blame for what happened. You know he is the blame for what happened.
And if they start winning games, he's going to get the credit.
Easily. And they probably will start to win games. That's the sad part about this whole thing. I feel bad for Robert Saleh, but it is what it is. So the second part. So they fired Robert Saleh. They hired a guy I know. Jeff Ulbrich is now their head coach, the interim head coach.
Okay.
Now, he was on the 49ers when I had that 1 year with them.
Oh, okay.
He was their starting linebacker. He is an old school gruff dude.
Okay.
So he's been around. He's interviewed, I believe, for head coaching jobs, or at least been on the short list for some jobs.
Is he roughly your age?
I think he's younger than me
Okay.
by a little bit.
Okay.
But he's been around, so
Okay.
he gets it. Yeah, back when football used to be tough. And he's into modern football, so he gets it. So he is now the Jets head coach. So the second thing, and I could tell that he, I don't want to speak for him, but I just know for a fact that he would hate how the Jets were treating Aaron Rodgers.
They're giving him preferential treatment.
As in he's different from everyone else.
Yeah.
Same thing when I said, this is how I knew I was going to retire from football and not be a 49er. How they were treating T.O. in that room.
Catering to him.
Yes.
Allowing his
He's
behavior.
different. He's special. We got to work hard. He doesn't. But
Is
T.O.
he
worked
not
hard.
different and special, though? Like
He
certain
is.
people, I'm not about T.O. or Aaron Rodgers, but some guys, you mentioned Marshall when he was a teammate of yours. He had played by different rules.
But they worked hard.
Yeah.
They worked very, very hard, and they never threw it in your face.
Okay.
I think Aaron Rodgers was not afraid to let you know how different he was, and the coach kind of fed into it.
Okay.
That Hard Knocks, it was that shot on the sideline in preseason. Robert Saleh is telling his team, hey, we're going to play the big guy tomorrow. And they were like, who's the big guy? Aaron. Wait a minute. We're going to play Aaron tomorrow, not the big guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's no different than us. He was telling Quinnen Williams that, who's also special.
Right.
It was just weird.
I get that.
It just didn't work out. So Brick is now the head coach. He demoted Nathaniel Hackett from his play calling. OC? He was the OC. He was calling plays for the Jets. That's Aaron Rodgers' buddy.
Yep.
They're friends. So you fire the coach and you demote his best friend and you hire Todd Downing, who I know from St. Louis.
Okay.
A long time ago.
Good coach?
Good coach. Doesn't care who you are.
Okay.
Doesn't care about star power or whatever. He's been everywhere. Been in Detroit, been to Tennessee. Not impressed by you. All he cares about is winning. So you're taking more and more power away from Aaron Rodgers, which means he is just your quarterback now. I think that is the perfect starting point for the Jets.
It's like a little bit of a reset button, right?
Correct.
It's a little bit of a Saleh was not the right guy, but we've also and Aaron Rodgers may be the answer to our problems. We'll see. It hasn't been great so far, but we also can't let him take over even more control than he already has. So we're going to get rid of Saleh, but we're also going to say, all right, your guy doesn't move into the thing where you get to call the plays. We're going to elevate somebody that is, for lack of a better word, beholden to us, not to you.
He's going to call the plays that are good for the Jets, not good for him, not good for you or the plays you like.
Right.
Yeah, that's the stuff that was. That's the stuff.
How do you
that
think
killed
Rodgers
him.
will react to that? Because he's first of all, he's passive aggressive.
Yes.
He is pouty. He is somebody that will say one thing and behave another way. How does he respond to his guy Hackett not getting play calling duties, and they've elevated somebody that he does not have a relationship with?
I hope you respond in the right way. I don't know how he's going to respond. I hope he plays like gangbusters because I still like the guy. I love the way he plays. But your legacy is on the line, man. This stuff will start to follow you. When he's starting to become labeled as a coach killer. And it's true. You did this with McCarthy in Green Bay.
Yeah.
You started to check him off or shake him off in Green Bay.
JP brought this up during the pregame show. This was, I don't know, 3-4 games ago, where that second stop for a quarterback is you can be a great quarterback, but if you are a great quarterback in two places, it kind of elevates you to another spot. Like, think about Tom Brady, New England, Tampa. Think about Brett Favre, Green Bay, didn't win another Super Bowl, but he took the Vikings to the NFC Championship game. Joe Montana goes to Kansas City. They have a great deal of success.
Went to the playoffs.
Kurt Warner goes from the Rams to
New
the Arizona Cardinals.
To Arizona.
And success in multiple places. And then there's the guys that have success that go somewhere else and fall flat. Looking at you, Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right? A guy that goes like, wait, that was Legion of Boom and Pete Carroll and all these and Marshawn Lynch that you might not have had much to do with this.
Matt Ryan
is an interesting one for sure.
Bad one.
Matt Ryan was an MVP and then looked washed 4 seconds later. That was just
What do you
weird.
think about Phillip Rivers?
Phillip Rivers was so
for a year.
old by the time he got to the Colts. I don't know if that works against him like that. And he never won the Super Bowl to begin with.
Brett Favre with the Vikings.
Yeah,
was
we
good.
talked about him. We talked about
We always forget Brett Favre with New York.
Yeah, but look, it's not that it has to work everywhere, but it has to work in more than one place.
Right.
That's what he's looking for.
That's what I think. His legacy is on the line right now. I mean,
Peyton Manning, 2 places.
And he won.
Yep.
So, I mean, you could get knocked from your perch if this goes bad. So, if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm just going to sew it up and play ball. Play what they call, run what they call. If it fails, it's on them.
You know, it's funny. I agree with you, DeMarco, but I also I'm going to assume that you're going to act the next time like you did the last time. That very, very few people, I'm not saying it's impossible, I'm saying it's unusual and it's rare. People change. If you are a bad guy, you'll probably continue to be a bad guy. If you're a good guy, you'll probably continue to be a good guy.
Correct.
So this idea of, well, I'll just fall in line and play football and do what they tell me, I'll believe it when I see it.
I wouldn't check at all. That's what I'm saying. If I'm him, whatever comes off the sideline is what we're running. And if it fails, he called it. Because that's what he did in Green Bay. Not my call. I didn't like the call, but I just ran it because he said run it.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. And
Now,
hope it works.
But that's the thing. But he may do what you're suggesting because this is how I envision this going. And I've seen this happen with you don't trust me to do what I know I should be doing. You just want me to do this? Okay. And I'll do it, but I know. And then when it doesn't work, I'm going to say, don't talk to me. He's the one that called the play.
That's exactly it. And look, your completion percentage will be high. It'll be all checkdowns. I won't go downfield. I will turn into Alex Smith overnight on you. I will. I won't even look down there. Everything is checked down to the
Yeah,
fly.
but they're not going to do that, right? You don't bring in a guy that's as talented as him and is as much of a difference maker as at least potentially could be to have him turn into Alex Smith.
He would.
Who would?
Aaron would.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
You're saying like as an act of sabotage?
Whatever came off the sideline is what you told me to run. That's what I ran. My read said check it down every single time.
So he's throwing a tantrum quietly.
So I am 24 of 30 for about $180, no touchdowns, and no picks. Right.
That's almost worse. Right? That's quiet quitting. That's sabotage.
Get ready.
You think?
Get ready.
Oh, I'm thrilled.
Get ready.
Can we make sure that he does that when the Rams go there in a few months?
I would love it.
Yeah.
Yes, get ready. And no scrambling. Chuck and duck.
That's one
I'm
of
out.
those 10 a.m. games at the end of the season. It could be cold. The Rams go into
Don't
play
remind
in,
me. I'll be
Meadowlands.
outside in it. Come on.
Go stand next to one of those jet engine heater things.
Players hate it when I do that.
But just kind of catch some of the bounce back. You're like, I don't know, put Havenstein in front of it so it bounces back onto you.
He's the one that hates it when I do it.
Just catch a little warm air along the way. Our NFL picks against the spread. My comeback starts now. That's coming up. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Thrilled to talk about my new friends, Mike Thompson RV. Getting to spend time with people that you care about is what this is all about, really, right? You get a chance to go on a road trip. You get a chance to spend time with friends and family, and you can kind of do it without a schedule, which is so much fun, too, right? Because sometimes the best kind of trip is the one that's not really totally planned out. A little detour here or there, changing your game plan, cut it short, make it longer. You can do all of these stuff with RVs from Mike Thompson's RV. And they got you covered in 4 different parts of Southern California. They got you covered in LA, Santa Fe Springs, in Fountain Valley, Orange County, San Bernardino, Riverside County. So they got you covered no matter where you are. They're super helpful. They're super knowledgeable. So you're going to be in great hands. This is a family-run business, owned and operated since 1972. So you know they're here for the long haul. You know they're taking care of you. You know that they want to make you create those unbelievable experiences with your friends and family. And right now, it's Toy Hauler RV season, and it is open. Right now, you can haul your toys for less through, October 20th at the Toy Hauler headquarters. That, of course, is Mike Thompson's RV. Huge inventory, top-selling brands, dozens of floor plans to choose from, and they're going to make it super easy for you to pack up your toys and go have a great time with your friends and family. So go on into Mike Thompson RV, all 4 different locations, and, of course, you can go online at MikeThompson.com.
And yes, on this Thursday, we've got lots of Dodgers reaction, but we also have opening night in the NHL for our Los Angeles Kings. Coverage this afternoon at 4 p.m. Kings Bruins on the all-new ESPN LA app. That means if you don't have it and you're a Kings fan and you want to hear the play-by-play and the pregame and the postgame and the halftime, just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play. Download, tap, bam! You've got Kings hockey in the palm of your hand, and if you want a party tonight in L.A., a little watch party. Downstairs from where we are, the Lazy Dog at L.A. Live. It all gets started at 3:30 p.m. Game, of course, at 4 o'clock until 6:30. Great prizes to win. Party with fellow Kings fans. Plus, the in-arena host for the Kings, Mikey and Kayla, will be there, the Ice Crew, and the Kings mascot, Bailey. The Lazy Dog Restaurant's at L.A. Live, 800 West Olympic in L.A. Be there for a Kings watch party for opening night.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
To find a good dentist for your kids, someone who they can trust and enjoy going to the dentist with. Luckily, we found Children's Dental Fun Zone. With 17 locations across Southern California, Children's Dental Fun Zone specializes in children's dentistry and orthodontics. With state-of-the-art equipment and personal attention your children deserve. To book your child's next appointment, visit their website, cdfzone.com. That's cdfzone.com. Or call them at 800-717-KIDS. That's 800-717-KIDS.
Mr. October? Ha! I'm Mr. Morongo.
I hit home runs for good times. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Whether your ace is on the mound or in your hand, it's a win-win watching all of baseball's playoff games at Sideline Sports Bar.
Number 2.
Get a 1.79 quart terracotta pot when you earn 500 points on your rewards card, the 15th.
And the number 1 reason.
Yin Yang Twins, featuring Young Jock, live October 18th.
Morongo, good times.
Hey, it's Mace. There's a lot on the line in this election, from protecting the Social Security you've earned to supporting family caregivers. And you have the power to make the candidates listen, because voters 50 and over decide elections. That's why AARP California has created an election guide with the most up-to-date information about when, where, and how to vote. Get trusted election information at aarp.org/CA votes. That's aarp.org/CA votes. Paid for by AARP.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
All right, here it is, Week 6. We got the first game of the weekend tonight, Week 6, the Niners and the Seahawks. Actually, a really good game, Thursday night game, an important game for the Rams.
Let's go Seahawks.
Somebody's got to win this division, and you kind of want everybody to be around 500, because I think that's the Rams' best option to get to around 500 as well.
Oh, the Rams are going to win the division.
I hope so. I don't think so, but I hope so.
The Rams are going to win the division. Look me in the eye. They're going to win the division.
Okay.
Yeah. You believe me, right?
No.
Oh, come on.
I don't. I hope so, but I don't necessarily believe that. You're going first this week. Here are the standings as we head into Week 6. Jorge has the lead. He's got 29 points. Emily right on his heels with 25, and DeMarco, you have 20. All right, here we go.
What do you
And
have?
Travis has 16.
Don't worry about that.
What do you have?
I got 16.
It's a long season.
DeMarco, you go first.
Okay.
The Denver Broncos are at home. They are at Mile High. They're hosting the Los Angeles Chargers. The Denver Broncos are 3-point underdogs at home.
Wow, Mile High, tough to play. The altitude. But Harbaugh's trying to run the football and be tough and physical. They're healthy, right?
And they're coming off their bye.
Coming off the bye. Oh, I'm definitely taking the Chargers. Take the Chargers. Yes.
Where do you want them?
Coming off the bye, 3.
Three.
Number 3 for me.
All
yes,
right.
let me write that down.
M.
I think the reason why the Chargers didn't win against the Chiefs was because of Justin Herbert being hobbled, and all he needs is more time. So I think the Chargers are going to come out. I think they're going to beat them pretty handedly. So I'm taking my Chargers at the 4.
Chargers at 4. Jorge.
Give me the Chargers, but give me the Chargers at my 2.
Chargers at 2. Now I have a decision to make. I wanted the Chargers. I think the Chargers are going to win, but can Denver cover? And can I have to take some swings to try to make up some points. Give me Denver at the 1. I'm going to take Denver at the 1. Not because I like it, but because I'm hoping that you guys all get it wrong.
See? That's how Vegas was built.
All right. M, you go first on this next one. Appropriately enough, the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road in Vegas. Another 3-point home dog. The Raiders are getting 3 at home against the Steelers.
I feel like the Steelers and the Raiders play every single year
Feels
because
like
it
it.
feels like that's one of those matchups that happens a lot, like the Packers and the Rams. It feels like the Steelers and the Raiders play every year, and I do think the Steelers typically have the upper hand. Who knows if Dante Adams is going to play, but also who knows who the Steelers quarterback is going to be, because they still haven't named their QB1 for this week. But that being said, I think the Steelers defense will decimate the Raiders. I take the Steelers at the 3.
Oh, I almost said something, but your mom's in the room.
3.
Oh, goodness.
Jorge.
They don't have a QB1.
Don't. I agree with you. They don't have a QB1. They both suck, okay?
Jorge.
Give me the Steelers at my 1.
Steelers at 1. I'm up next. I think the Steelers are going to win, too. The Raiders, I don't think Devontae Adams plays. If they're going to trade him, they can't afford it. He could maybe get hurt. So I don't think you're going to see him out of there. They bench Gardner Minshew. Aiden O'Connell is elevated in the number. Whole bunch of stuff going on there. It's all Pittsburgh, all the way at the top. Pittsburgh at 4 for me. And, Carrie, I'm going to put you on the spot right here. The most famous Raider and Steeler game of all time is the Immaculate Reception.
Yeah,
right?
she said it. She said it.
She knew. I know. She got it right. She got it right. Right? Did that ball hit the ground, DeMarco?
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
Because they said it didn't, or
That's
they were afraid
right.
they'd get
That's
murdered
what they said.
in Three River Stadium
There
if
you
they
go.
called
There was
it
no
that.
camera angle of it
Right?
in the ground.
That's
Come
one of
on.
those, hey, if we overturn this, we're not getting out of here alive. Touchdown.
Wait, who got hit?
Lester Hayes hit Franco caught it.
Franco caught it, yeah.
Who got hit?
Was it Swan?
Nope.
Rocky Blyer.
Nope.
Stalwart.
Frenchie Fuqua.
Frenchie Fuqua. You're right. Yes.
Got smashed.
There
yes.
you go. DeMarco.
And it's a plot point of the show This Is Us.
Yes, it is. You're exactly right.
How did I forget Frenchie Fuqua? I hate myself. DeMarco, you're up next. It's pretty great.
I am going to take the Steelers. Any smart person would take this. I think the Raiders are imploding.
Yes.
I really do. And I feel bad for Antonio Pierce. But I'm going to put them at my number 2.
Number 2.
Yes.
So the Raiders are definitely winning because we all took Pittsburgh. That's how this works. Another home dog. Tonight's game, San Francisco at Seattle. Seattle's getting 3.5 at home. Jorge says the Niners is his 4.
Yep.
Home dog in a pretty evenly matched game. I'm going to take the Seahawks.
You think so?
I'm going to take the Seahawks, and I'm going to put them at number 2. DeMarco.
What do I have left?
You have a 4 and a 1.
4 and a 1. Then
Wait, wasn't Jorge supposed to start that one?
We did.
4.
I
said
skipped
4.
him.
Yeah.
Niners at 4. We just skipped right past
4
it.
49ers.
Yeah.
I'll take the Seahawks, put them at my 1, please.
Seahawks at 1.
I think that the 49ers are going to win this game. I think they need to win this game. So I got 49ers 2.
49ers at 2, and rounding it off, we have nothing but home dogs. All 4 games, all home teams are underdogs. USC at hosting Penn State. USC getting 4.5. I think SC gets blown out.
You think so?
I do. I know Penn State has a propensity to kind of lay an egg occasionally, but I don't think it comes up here. I'm going to take Penn State at number 3. DeMarco.
I'm taking SC in the upset.
Ooh.
Bouncing back after losing. A bad, ugly loss you should not have. They bounce back and shock the world.
That is a guaranteed 7-point swing for you and me. So
Yes.
that's going to separate you and I one way or the other. Emily.
All right, so I think this is a very stinky line. I think that, like I've said a lot, is that Penn State tends to, sorry, Mom, lose the games that they're like set up to win. That will be like, hey, if you beat this team, then you're going to be ranked number 1 overall. I know that's not the situation here, but Penn State under James Franklin does lose big games. But I'm going to say USC will at least cover. So USC at my 1.
Plus, Penn State wants an airport, so they got to show up and make sure that they get their stuff taken care of. Jorge.
Yeah, I'm working that game, so I'm taking. Give me Penn State at my 3.
Penn State.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jorge and I are very similar.
That's all right. We'll see what happens.
He's in the lead,
Yeah,
though. Maybe
Jorge
I'm following the
Take some
right
chances.
guy. I can't get to first until I get out of last.
There you go.
I got to start climbing
You
the
ain't
ladder.
first or last.
There you go. All right, so again, I'm in last at 16. DeMarco is in third at 20, M at 25, and Jorge is our leader at 29. The winner gets to pick the location. If you won, DeMarco, where would you want us to take you to lunch?
Wow, something vegan.
Okay.
Just to see you guys suffer. That'd be fun.
It's not my first choice, but I don't think I'd
Is that a
suffer.
Monty's?
That would me either.
Yeah.
What's the other spot? The other
Monty's in the Valley?
Well, no, there's Monty's, which is a vegan burger joint.
Oh.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Is that here or
It's all over the place.
Well, there's a Monty's in the Valley that's an old school steakhouse that's super
No,
awesome.
this is the vegan burger joint.
Yeah,
that's the
with
one.
the dog on it. Yeah,
Yes,
it's
I want to
Monty's.
see Jorge not like it.
What do you mean?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You have
I'm kidding.
avocado and
Because you
stuff?
called my
Come on.
taco white people tacos.
No, I did it.
No,
You did.
No, I did
Society
not.
has.
No, I did not.
If I win
The
again,
universe.
You said it today.
I'm taking us to Benihana.
Ooh.
Benihana's fun.
Yeah,
Nice.
if I win again, I want us to all have the experience of Benihana.
Carnitas El Momo for
Nah,
me.
hell nah,
Carnitas al
nah,
Momo?
nah. If I win, we're gonna go to this spot called La Casita Mexicana. Oh,
Where's that?
it's in I think Bell.
Okay.
City Bell. Yeah.
Well, either that, then I'm kind of rooting for you at this point. 'Cause that sounds great. You know,
It's a good spot. It's a good
vegan
spot.
and fine. I'll deal with it. Benihana is actually not too bad as long as I don't have to, participate in any Benihana games.
Will you let them
Well, you're
flip
going to have to wear a costume, too.
the shrimp?
Potentially.
Will you let them flip the shrimp into your mouth?
Sure, I get a piece of shrimp. I mean, I'm not gonna go to Kembe Mutombo and swat it away as it's coming in.
No.
I
What
like
about
it when they
tongue?
catch it in their pocket. That's
That
the
is
part I
cool.
like the best.
Yes.
But kind of like the volcano, the onion volcano. It's like, yeah, I've seen that. I know.
But it's cool, though.
It is.
Have you
but-
tried it?
What do you mean?
Tried to
one
make
myself?
one.
No, I don't have a flat top that gets hot enough
okay.
like that.
It's fun, though. Yeah.
I
Burn
do
your
want
house
one of
down.
those.
Yeah.
I want a Blackstone is what I want.
Do you
to
really?
market, Yeah.
Well,
Do you
get
have
one.
Do you have one?
No.
Where's Morales when you need
You
him?
still want the dome?
I do. Okay, I'll be honest about the dome. You know the dome he's talking about, the taco guy dome where you have the square grill hooked to the and the round little dome looking thing.
Yeah. Yes.
I really wanted one of those. They're really expensive.
Well, they have the flat. And
Yeah.
then it's half flat, and then the dome on the side. So they
Yeah.
have the combo.
What's the dome do? Just keep it
They
warm?
make real
Cooks the meat.
tacos. They make real
What's that
tacos,
dome
not white
do?
people tacos like you.
See, there you go again.
Nah,
See,
'cause
I
you
told
blame
you.
me. You took the shot first.
See?
Now
I want a
Fired
Blackstone.
back.
Do you have one?
No, I do not have a
Oh,
Blackstone. Yeah.
I really do.
Oh, wait. There's this guy that I see on TikTok. Sorry, I'm bringing up TikTok again. That honestly reminds me of you. And he and his buddies, he's in Chicago. He's more. So basically, if you just traded out your Dodger hat for like a Cubs hat, you'd be the same person. And he has a Blackstone. And he does like cooking with Daryl videos. And he'll like do his Blackstone. But it just seems like buddies hanging out. So I think you'd like it.
That's the best part. You know what you can do when you're cooking on your Blackstone or any of your grills? Go out there, have a couple of beers.
Oh, there you go. A Pacifico.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
That's
I know what I was going to do. I'm like, what are you talking
about? A buddy of
about?
mine had a great line. He goes, I hate the day when my wife figures out it doesn't take 2 hours to cook a steak. It just disappears out there.
What do you mean? It doesn't?
And never comes back in. We got the dump. We've got Super Crosstalk. It's all coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mason and Ireland weekdays at noon.
Hey, football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Ireland on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Cap. So you get this letter from the Department of Water and Power with 2 big bold words, high usage. And you don't really know what to do about it, but you kind of have an idea of who you can blame. So you go knock on your daughter's door and you go, hey, would you stop showering for 45 minutes twice a day? And then you go to your son and say, would you please stop washing your car 3 times a week? And then you continue with your life until you get another one of these beautiful letters that says high usage on it. This is where the Water Boy comes in. The Water Boy specializes in pressurized leak detection. All they do, day in and day out, is go to homes and find leaks. Their state-of-the-art equipment allows them to visually and acoustically inspect your pipes to find that stubborn leak that's constantly flowing. It can be anything from a failing toilet to a burst pipe in your slab. You don't even know it existed. They have ample amounts of experience from water damage restoration to general construction and plumbing that, when combined, allows them to master the art of leak detection. They do non-destructive leak detections, which means they're not going to open or damage the structure of your home. Their equipment is advanced enough to listen to the exposed surfaces and indicate where the leak is occurring. They are widely used by homeowners, property managers, and even realtors to inspect pressurized water systems to make sure they're intact and functioning with no leaks. Call Omer at the Water Boy Leak Detection today, 818-518-5055. Visit thewaterboyinc.com. That's the Water Boy Leak Detection at 818-518-5055. Talk to Omer. He's going to take good care of you at the Water Boy. Visit thewaterboyinc.com.
Come to Cardin Alleyway Hyundai and lease a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SEL for only $201 a month plus tax for 36 months. Or get 1.99% APR for 60 months, your choice. Plus, get peace of mind driving with America's best warranty. Cardin Alleyway Hyundai just off the 91 freeway or CardinAlleyWayHyundai.com. Lease for $201 plus tax. License and fee to well-qualified buyers. 36-month lease, 10K miles per year, 3511 due at signing. 1.99% APR, $1,752 per $1,000 financed. Not all buyers will qualify. Subject to HMF credit approval. Expires 10/31/2024.
Trojan fans, want to go to the USC-UCLA rivalry game at the Rose Bowl? Just grab an icy cold Coors Light and visit CoorsLight.com/college football. Enter the keyword SCORE, and you got a shot to win your tickets to the game. It's all thanks to our great friends at Coors Light, the official beer of college football and proud partner of the USC Trojans on ESPN LA.
No purchase necessary. Starts 8/1/24. Ends 1/21/25 at 11:59 p.m. CT. Must be legal residents of 50 USDC, 21 years of age or older. Void where prohibited. Use keyword to get entries for keyword prizes. See official rules at www.CoorsLight.com/college football for entry instructions, keywords, odds, prices, and restrictions. Sponsor Molson Coors Beverage Company, USA, LLC, 250 South Wacker Drive, Chicago, Illinois, USA, 60606.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards that zero-turn lawnmower you've always wanted. And after using its edge-shaping technology to meticulously sculpt the face of the Mona Lisa into your grass, you'll become the undisputed king of Saturday morning lawn care, leaving your neighbor and sworn enemy Gary to question his place in the delicate neighborhood ecosystem. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states.
This season, get premium tech that inspires joy from Dell Technologies. Bring projects to life with the XPS 16. It delivers supercharged processing for enhanced productivity and freedom to express yourself. Performance-class Dell PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors deliver a dedicated engine to help accelerate AI. Enjoy free shipping, Dell rewards, and expert support. When you get a Dell PC with AI, it gives back. Shop now at Dell.com/deals.
It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
Aloha.
¿Cómo está?
Zup.
Buenos dias. Okay, why don't we do Buenos Dias and Roars anymore?
Oh, thank you for bringing that up.
Come on.
I know.
Well, this week, the obvious reason, because we've had crosstalk, right?
Yeah.
So that's gotten kind of killed. Jorge called me. I forget. Oh, it was right before Gael was born.
That's right.
And you and Brenda were at the hospital, and the phone comes up, and I
Yeah.
answer the phone in Spanish. And
You answered the phone in Spanish?
I did, because
Okay.
I knew who was on the other line.
Yeah.
And he responded in Spanish, and I went, yeah, no. And you go, yeah, you gave up pretty quick, didn't you?
Yeah, you did.
I gave up in
Wow.
one sentence.
What did you say?
Hola.
Hola. And what did you say
Hola,
in return?
¿cómo estás?
Como estás? It was something more complex than that, because I would have been able to navigate como estás.
What did you say back?
I don't remember,
Okay.
man.
Yo, fool, what are you doing right now?
Yeah,
Something like that,
exactly.
probably. But
That's right.
in Espanol, I had no chance.
I got a B in Spanish.
John Mulaney is going to, but an F in PE.
Right, there you
Never
go.
forget
That's
that.
funny.
That's still like... I wouldn't think you would get an F in anything because you're not a dummy.
Yes.
But that you got an F in PE is like, huh?
Shorts were too small,
As a
Mom.
professional athlete.
Shorts were too small. I'm not wearing them.
Okay.
Daisy Dukes.
You and I are very similar in age. You're
Yes.
older, obviously, but we're close.
Obviously.
They had big shorts at my school.
These only went to 2X. There you go. Do I look like a 2X bottom?
Okay, I got a question,
Thank
and you can answer this however you feel is appropriate to answer this. Was it a waist issue or was it a inseam issue?
It was a tight on my butt
Okay.
issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because sometimes those PE shorts in the 80s were pretty short.
They were short.
Yeah.
Right. It was like
They were cotton, too.
They,
like,
and they,
they were-
yeah, and
Yes,
they
this
were
is
they
old
weren't
school.
comfortable, but they were.
I'm
You
not
were
wearing
showing
them.
a lot of leg, a
I'm
lot of
showing
upper
a lot
leg.
of everything.
Oh, okay.
I'm not wearing them.
Wait,
Yes.
didn't let you wear sweats, you said?
Wouldn't let me wear sweats. We had to wear the required gear, or
'Cause
you
were
got
able to
marked
wear-
absent.
We were able to wear sweats if you didn't have your shorts or whatever, because you would have your matching shirt and shorts. But then after that issue, there was people with that issue. After that, they changed the shorts to those meshy ones, those breathable fabric. Yeah.
DeMarco and I are just enough older than you to where if you didn't, they did not care about your problem.
At all.
This is the uniform. You wear it, or that's it. And it's not, well, I have this condition or that condition. It's like, no, this is the uniform.
Yes.
We are not making a special consideration. You either wear it or you don't. I
The
don't
same PE teacher that had my dad at the same high school.
There you go.
He didn't
We were
care.
at the very tail end
Yes.
of when there were no concessions made.
Zero.
That was
I mean, I had to do the same thing with my gym class. If I didn't have my gym uniform, I got no participation that day, and I was out.
Yeah.
And I had to wear what I had to wear.
So if you forgot yours at school, they would give you a red shirt, red shorts. So everybody around would call you Kool-Aid. for the rest of the day.
That's
Hey, Kool-Aid.
They had a spare in the locker room.
Yeah, yeah.
This was junior high. There was a spare that you could wear if you were the first one to get it, but they never washed it.
Ugh.
It was crusty
Ugh.
and smelly,
I'm
so
not
you were
wearing that.
strongly
Yes.
discouraged from wearing that. John Mulaney reportedly will have a weekly talk show on Netflix.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a trial run, the Everybody's in LA thing with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I could watch.
I think
And it'll
John
be live,
Mulaney's
by the way, too.
Yeah.
It is going to be live.
It's going to be live.
Okay.
Obviously, then you can watch it later if you want to,
Yeah.
but it'll be live broadcasted.
I think John Mulaney's really funny.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure if John Mulaney doesn't fall into the category of the more I hear you, the less I like you.
Is he going to end up like a prize picks kind of guy?
Yeah.
in your mistake on Sunday?
Well, I think he's one of those guys. This guy's awesome. He's so funny, and he is. And then the next day, it's like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's like, then the third or fourth day, it's like, okay, I've had enough.
Okay.
Like, just, can you chill, just please?
But is anybody going to be with him on the show?
So it's going to be kind of like a Jimmy Kimmel. So I don't know if he's going to have a sidekick that is, helping him out. I know Alfred Molina did for the Everybody's in LA.
Funny, yes.
It's very rare where one of those late night guys isn't likable. Like the great skill. Like Letterman wasn't particularly likable, but just Letterman was so good at it and so funny.
He can
that
do
it was great. But Letterman was acerbic. Letterman was a little mean. He was so good at it. But Kimmel and those guys, Jay Leno, Conan O'Brien, they're likable guys.
But I think it's different with once a week versus every day.
Maybe.
So like John Oliver, his show is not a show that you watch to be like, this guy is so cool, because it's just like, terrible news being said at you and kind of funnily. But I think that if it's once a week, maybe it'll help with not as much overexposure.
And the guy was Richard Kind, not Molina. Molina's the actor. Richard Kind. Yeah, another funny dude. Just when you see Richard Kind, you've seen him 1,000 times.
Was he Al in Home Improvement?
Was he?
I don't know.
Let me see. If I showed you his face, you'd be like, "Oh, that guy. He's in every show, and every time he's in it,
he plays anger in Inside Out."
Yes, every time you see,
I know that guy.
Every time you see him,
that's
you
not
laugh.
Al from Home Improvement, but that's yes, I know that. That guy's very funny,
hilarious.
Alfred Molina and Richard Kind do not look that different.
No.
Yeah. So
I bet they go for the same roles. Yeah.
Boogie Nights was released today in 1997. We should have kept Andy around for this entire day just so he and I could do. Are you a fan?
Dirk Diggler?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boogie Nights goes in the Sopranos category for one specific way.
Goes into the Sopranos category?
Yes.
Okay.
Movies that are hilarious that there's not a single joke in.
Yes.
That The Sopranos is wildly funny, but there's really nothing that's played as a joke.
Yes.
They're playing against type and idiocy. Boogie Nights has so many funny lines, but they're not jokes.
No.
Like the YP, MP, I don't speak your industry jargon.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me.
What's his name again? Oh, God.
Idiot.
He had he was in Shameless, Fargo.
Oh, William H. Macy.
His whole character.
Lil Bill.
Lil Bill. I
Poor
know it's
Lil
not
Bill.
funny.
Poor
right,
Lil
see,
Bill.
look at your face.
But that is funny. Like Lil Bill's whole thing, it's not even a little funny, only it's very funny.
It's hilarious, but it's not funny
Right.
at all. Yes,
Right.
Do you guys like all of Paul Thomas Anderson's work? Just Boogie Nights is just for you?
If I'm being honest, I don't. If you told me his other movies, I could tell you if I liked them or not.
There Will Be Blood.
I don't think I ever saw
that
it.
was good.
Yeah, he also did Licorice Pizza that came out 2 years ago.
I hated that.
Punch Drunk Love, is that another one?
That's good.
Punch Drunk Love, Phantom Thread.
You haven't
Punch
seen
Drunk
There Will Be
Love,
Blood?
I liked.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw the
Master?
other one. What is it?
Oh,
The
my
Master?
God. Great
The
movie.
Master.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Master. Yeah.
Don't think I ever saw
Philip
it.
Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah.
And Phoenix.
No.
Plays a cult leader.
Unfamiliar.
Oh, it's good. You haven't seen There Will Be Blood? Daniel Day-Lewis? Oh, my God.
Paul Dano.
Awesome. Oil movie.
Okay.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
it's about L.A., but like when it was like oil fields.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well,
I
almost
take
all-
this straw and I
okay.
put it in your milkshake and I drink your milkshake. Oh, it's awesome.
It's like Scorsese, where
Yes.
it's always have Rolling Stones. Almost every Paul Thomas Anderson takes place in L.A.
Oh.
You would love that.
Love
movie.
the
He did the one where Tom Cruise plays like the motivational.
That is
Magnolia.
Magnolia.
That I like. That was a weird movie, but it was
Raining
good.
Frogs. I didn't get it, but
Yeah.
I got it, but I
Biblical.
didn't get it.
It's the
Got
plagues, the apocalypse.
Yes.
Happy birthday to Mario Lopez, who turns 51 today.
I'd like to box him,
I don't think you guys would be in the same division.
but he can box. I would love to box him.
He is a small man.
But I would love to box him.
I'm not saying he couldn't box or
Yeah.
fight. I'm saying that you knew the weight class for light heavy.
Yeah.
What would you, if you weighed 145 pounds? What division is that?
Welterweight.
Okay, he'd be a welterweight.
That's fine.
He's a smaller guy.
I want to box him because I can't box Oscar. Oscar would beat me up. I think I can beat him up. Maybe. No?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know boxing well enough. I just know that 100. I'll give Mario a few more pounds. Let's say Mario's 155 pounds. He's in great shape.
Yes.
But you are not 165
No,
pounds.
not even close. Yes.
I think if you got your hands on him, he'd be in big trouble.
I do like AC Slater, though. One of my favorite characters. Yes.
Dude, that guy's had a career. He's
He
been on
has
TV
forever.
in one way, shape, or form for a long
He's
time.
on Entertainment Tonight every single day. I feel
and
like
Access Hollywood.
Sure. They're all the same to me.
Yes.
And in every hotel you
Every
go
hotel
on.
room when you turn on the TV.
Oh,
There he
that's
is.
right.
There he is.
Let's take a look at this movie.
Right.
He smiles nice. He's handsome. He's friendly.
Yes.
He's kind of everywhere. Whiplash was released on this day in 2014. That's
One of
it.
my
Oh,
favorite
you're
movies.
a drummer, DeMarco.
Yes. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
That movie is a tough watch.
What's his name? Miles Teller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Played a heck of a role. Yes.
J.K. Simmons, that nice
Yeah.
guy from the
He usually-
the commercials for insurance.
Farmers.
Yeah.
He kills that role.
Oh, he does.
Yeah. He
Yes.
usually plays kind of either a very likable guy or kind of a likable curmudgeon.
Yeah.
He was just the devil in that
Oh,
movie.
he was and rushing, dragging,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Such a
Did you ever
propulsive
get
movie.
rushed or dragged there, DeMarco?
Not like that, but yeah, I've been through that.
Yeah.
With a drum teacher.
You
yes.
were a classical drummer.
Classically jazz. Classical jazz.
Yeah.
So
Plus
it
he's in
was
Spider-Man.
bad, but not that bad.
Right.
He was
J. Jonah Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson in
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Yes.
Could you play right now? Do you still play?
I could still play. I need to practice more.
Okay.
And it's just too loud, and I don't have the time to do it. And if
Okay.
I might get stuck doing it because I love doing it.
I'm just surprised that a classically trained jazz drummer would be part of a band called ASP.
You got to bring that up again.
ASP.
Yes. Did you
Did you
know
not
this?
know that?
I know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Please
DeMarco-
enlighten me.
DeMarco had a band
Asp
in
like
high
the
school.
snake?
Yeah, Asp like the snake.
Yes.
He had a
Asp
band in
is
high
very
school.
dangerous. You
Yeah.
go first.
And we actually, didn't we talk to one of your
Mace tracked down the
bandmates?
guitar player. Yeah, Scott
You
Morris.
weren't here for any of this.
No,
huh?
no,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
it's
new
very,
to me.
I
very
haven't
funny.
talked to Scott in 35
Tell
years.
me the Asp story.
We can't find a single for Asp.
We're
don't know
still
what
looking.
to play.
There's a cassette
Were you like
tape
a high
somewhere.
school? You playing backyards and
This
stuff
is
like
before
that?
we could drive. So
Okay.
the kit was at my house. So
Okay.
Scott would have to walk down to my house with all his gear, and we'd sit and play.
And he was the guitarist?
He was the guitar. He was the talent. He
Was he the
guy.
front man?
Well, we hired a front man.
Okay.
We hired a lead singer. He just never sang a song. Yeah. So
Very ineffective.
We went to different high schools, and that's when the band broke up. We were good. You know why we named the band ASP? Because remember Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Asp's very dangerous.
Asps.
You go first.
Correct.
Exactly.
See, that's
Yes.
why we
Yeah.
named the band ASP.
Because
But
you
of
were
course-
very dangerous?
Well, just we thought it was cool and tough sounding.
Still makes me. What did that sound like? What did Asp sound like?
It's a good question.
Yeah,
I'd like to know the answer.
I would too.
Yeah.
Who do we know? Did you ever record anything?
We did. There is a cassette tape somewhere. He's still looking.
that would
As
be
soon as
great.
we get it, I will play it.
Did you have a high school band? Not that you were in, but the band that played at your high school parties? Because we had one in
No,
Arcadia.
we had a DJ.
Okay.
We always had a DJ.
John, when you were in high school, did you have the band that would play at the parties?
Yeah, and the lead singer is still playing.
No kidding.
He's
Really?
Still, he's still a musician. A guy named George Fryer down in Newport Beach. He's great.
Did they have a bit, or did you remember the name of the band?
I don't, and I'm embarrassed that I don't because they played all the time.
Did they
But
really?
I'll-
You had
I'll
abandoned all
find
your
out.
dances, huh?
So
Well, they
this
were-
wasn't dances. This was like at least for me, it was backyard parties. Like somebody's
okay.
parents would be
Right.
out of town, so you'd get a keg,
Right.
and you'd go over, and the same band would be there every week or most weekends.
Yeah, that was these guys. They were they were all our age. They were in our class. They were all good musicians. They were all good singers. And George is still performing. At 40 years later.
We had anybody that is an Arcadian that is somewhere between 48 to 55 years old. The Insulters were the band.
Oh,
in
the
around-
Insulters?
The
That's a great name
Insulters.
for a band.
Yeah, it was, and to your, I don't know if any of these guys are still musicians or not, but they were awesome. Like they wore, and their whole bit was they wore hefty bags. Like
Is that right?
they turn them into pants and shirts and cinch them around the waist with like duct tape.
Nice.
And that was their bit. And
The
they could play
Insulters.
just well enough that it was super fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so Trav,
Rock.
two songs that every high school band normally played. All right.
Okay.
"Smoke on the Water" by Deep Purple.
dun,
Yeah.
Your band played that. And "All Right Now" by Free. Did they play
Oh
that one?
yeah, yeah.
All right.